There we go.
Awesome.
All right, we are live here on YouTube and TikTok, by the way. We're going to be talking about facial expressions today. Mainly these points right here, right? How to draw eyes, making the eyes, changing the eyes, making different expressions with that, designing shapes, exaggerating expressions, and maybe doing a little bit of expressions from different angles and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Hey, Bisma, it's been a while.
Yes, hello. And so I'm going to go ahead and...
Do you guys have a tip on working on a manga? I never worked on a manga before, so I don't know. What kind of tip are you thinking about? Because it's a pretty general term, or pretty general question.
Yeah, what part?
Yeah,
Like
is it the
planning
drawing
the
part?
story, planning the drawings, organizing the large projects. But we're not really talking about that
Yeah.
today. We're working on
Expressions today.
expressions.
Yeah. Hey, Stardust.
Planning the story. Take some writing classes. Drawing and writing are very different.
Yes. So we're going to talk about how to draw eyes today, as well as how to morph and make really dynamic expressions just using the eyes. And then we'll talk about designing shapes for heads and features and exaggerating expressions. And we'll also talk a little bit about head angles as well and how expressions can really benefit, or how head angles can really benefit expressions. Have you guys done a live on how to create a character? Actually, yeah, we've done some character design classes.
We should do
Not
another
classes,
one in the future sometime
yeah,
soon.
it's not a bad idea. So, drawing eyes.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. So drawing eyes, we got to understand the forms, and we also got to understand like closing and opening eyes and what shapes that creates.
Yes.
So when you were drawing like an anime, you know what? Let's talk about like a realistic eye really quick, because anime is based off of that. So a lot of time, we got an eyeball, right? So an eyeball's a sphere, and when we have eyelids, if you feel your eyes, you can feel that round form going through. So it's a lot of people when they draw eyes, they do this, and this isn't bad per se. It's just very graphic, and it's like a sticker. You see these all the time.
It's
right?
it's an icon of an eye rather than what an eye actually looks like.
Yes.
It's like what you'd see on a traffic sign
Yes.
or a little icon.
It's like
Which it can be useful. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't accurately portray an eye.
right.
So if you want to draw realistic eyes, or especially anime eyes, they're based on realistic eyes. Hello, everybody. Penny. Yeah, we'll put that on the list. Planning, sorry, okay. Lau, hello. Rat, hello. Gizmo, hello. Cloudy, Ginny. Links, hello.
So if you find that your eyes kind of look like this, what you can do to immediately change things up a little bit is actually defining like what certain eyelids there are. Not eyelids, what am I talking about? What sort of angles and curves there are in the eyes. So for instance, rather than drawing a super symmetrical curve for the upper lid and the upper lid has a short, pretty steep angle, and then it has a smoother going down angle or curve that's going downward. Almost creates like a little S shape or S curve.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Forgot about this.
and then
Apple
this-
Jackson is Nest.
Yes, he is. Look at that little silly little guy. And then actually the bottom lid is like an inverted. It's like a curve that's kind of like the opposite. So the short curve is on this side, and the long curve is on the other side.
So how much of realistic eyes are you getting into today?
Not a
'Cause
lot.
didn't- Okay.
I just wanted to show a little bit about how we can translate that to an anime
Okay.
eye. And then when you draw an eyelid, it like wraps around the sphere.
Applejack,
really
yes.
show
Hey,
that.
board artist. Welcome back again. Are you going to become a regular again? Tangent, hello. Half Piece, Almond, Demonic, Stardust, Dahlia, Aich, Bisma, hello.
Hi. So yeah, that's like the main forms of the eye. All you have to make sure to do is just wrap it around the sphere and get those little corners in. So it creates that little nice diagonal. Kind of looks like a rhombus, like a...
Yeah. And you actually do see that in anime a lot.
Yes, you do.
You see that flow, that diagonal of high inner on the top, low outside on the bottom. And you see that show up a lot in anime art. Different artists will interpret it in different ways. You won't always see it, but a lot of the time you will, and it'll be
Yes.
subtle. And again,
Yes.
there's that same line,
Yeah.
that same diagonal in anime. And then as you push it and stylize it more, it may end up disappearing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's even eyes that are like super thin, but kind of keep that same essence. But you
Yeah.
can like really morph the shape to create the effect that you want.
Yeah.
You know, even something like this is kind of cool. So, yeah, that's kind of like the basics on how to draw eyes and simplify them. And also, even if you're drawing like a eye in the front view, you can still see curvature. So, unless this is like a stylistic choice, try not to add like too many straight lines, or it's gonna look more like a sticker. Rather curve it just a little bit to show a bit of that form. But once again, it depends on what you want to do.
And it's important to understand this, because when you start, like our topic today, for example,
Yes.
is going to be expressions and drawing eyes in different ways. So we're going to talk about how to draw an eye that looks like the same eye, more closed, more open, angry, sad, that kind of stuff,
Yes.
turned in different directions. We have a lot of members that are always talking about, how do I draw the same eye but in a different expression? Or, oh, as soon as I turn my character into a different expression, it doesn't look like the same character anymore.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Draw Anime Academy. Let's see. Any tips on how to keep an eye the same shape in different perspectives? We are going to talk about that some today. The brush you can get for free on the link in our bio. You can also get it on our Discord server. It's completely free. You just type !brush in any of the Discord channels. I just typed it in general chat, and you can download the brush. It's an ABR file. It'll work in Procreate, Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop. Why is the center of the eye circle not directly where the two lines cross? I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
What application is being used? It's Procreate on the iPad. And so yes, if you do want the brush, you can get it for free. If you want to get it without joining the Discord server, you can just go to drawanime.com. There is a direct download on that site.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh wait, yeah. Broke streak on accident.
Uh-oh. So we're going to talk about how to open the eyes and close the eyes and make it look believable. We're not covering hair today, so we're just covering expressions. But if you spam, we might have to mute you a bit. So
Yes.
some people are asking, like, how do I place the pupil? The pupil is generally kind of in the center, but it really... So it depends on the size of your pupil. Like if you want your pupil to be really, really small for like this really dynamic and shocked effect, totally fine to use. If you're doing more neutral, like kind of, it's more by feel, it's more by whatever you want to do. I generally make it this size. I don't know, it's not very descriptive.
How can I know where to put the pupil and the size? It's more up to you, actually.
to you.
That's one of the things that's really, really varied. It really doesn't matter that much.
Really
You can make it
doesn't.
giant, you can make it small. A lot of people will change the size for effect, depending on what you want to show.
Yes, and which we'll talk about that. So if you want to, let's take actually this eye right here, and we'll open and close it and get different effects. So the crazy thing is that closed eyes are actually really easy to draw, because all you have to do is just draw the lower lid, and that's it. So let's just draw just a closed eye.
You hear that?
Jets. A closed eye is basically you just draw the lower lid and you mimic that shape, and really try to get that S curve right in here. The downward facing lid. And there we got a closed eye, right? Pretty simple. Just make sure that when you're closing the eye, it doesn't get longer or too short.
If you want something on how to draw hair, Christina actually recently made multiple videos on our YouTube channel on how to draw hair in depth and how to shade and light hair. And we also have a couple of hair drawing videos on our TikTok in terms of videos. But the stream subject for today is going to be expressions. And so we're starting off with eyes. So unfortunately not going to be any hair tutorials today, but there are lots and lots of recorded videos that we have on hair.
Yes.
So if you really want to learn how to draw hair, you can go find those.
Yep. So when we close and open an eye, make sure it's like the same integrity.
Lips, yes. Lips is going to be later.
Yes. We're going to really analyze the shape of your eye and really analyze the curves, because this eye is not this eye. This is a very, very different shape, and it's a different curve. This, really observe, this is a smooth curve that's almost, it's like kind of slightly diagonal, going downward.
So what are you talking about now?
I'm talking about closing an eye gradually and maintaining that same design. So I'm always making sure. What's that?
Yeah, nothing. Doesn't the top lid kind of come down?
Yes.
Like if I blink right, my top lid kind of comes down to my bottom lid. They kind of meet, but it's mostly like the top lid coming down, right?
Yeah.
That's important, by the way, chat. If you want to close anime character eyes, the way that eyes close is the top lid generally comes down.
Yeah.
So it's going to end, the closed eye part is generally going to be a little bit lower.
Mm-hmm. So you can see that this has gotten thinner, like this shape gotten squished, and you can see that the bottom of the pupil is slightly being covered by the lower lid, and you see a lot of the upper iris actually being covered by the upper lid. So keep in mind of that. It does not look like this. That is not a closed eye anymore. The closed eye generally makes it so that the iris is covered, and you're gradually covering it the more that you are closing your eye.
Eyelashes? Yeah, we can talk a little bit about eyelashes. What brush? You can get it on our profile or on our website, drawanime.com. And also, I did see your comment earlier, Lau. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly up to TikTok. You know, we just try to be educational and give a bunch of value, and TikTok and YouTube decide whether they want to send people or not. But we've pretty much always done the same thing. Mm-hmm. We used to have like 200-300 plus viewers concurrent last year, and then it really went down, and then it came back up, and we haven't really changed a lot. Mm-hmm. We've pretty much always done the same thing.
So I'm gradually making it thinner and thinner, and actually look at this upper lid right here. I'm maintaining that same shape that I did when it's normally opened.
Yeah, it's almost like, imagine you take a curve, right? Like this curve, or let's even do it more exaggerated. So we take this curve, right? We've got a large area, then a small area that comes back up. Mm-hmm. And if I were to start squishing this curve like this way, I've still got that large area and small area. And if I squish it more, it's going to become more subtle, but we've still got that large area and small area. So your eyes, you want to try and retain the integrity of this. It's almost like Jell-O or something stretchy, right? If you have a cube and it's Jell-O and you start squishing it and morphing it, it's still the cube. Like, it still wants to be a cube. Mm-hmm. And you can tell it's a cube, but it doesn't really look like a cube anymore because it's being stretched and squished and pinched and pulled and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want to present this in a little bit, but...
Yeah, we do have a lot of old lives as anatomy and bodies. We've taught anatomy in depth. I can actually even...
Go ahead.
What's up?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll just move it.
Yeah,
later.
I mean, a little while back.
Right here.
Yeah, we did a whole
anatomy.
live stream on anatomy, teaching the... We actually didn't do any of the back.
Nope.
Proportion, poses, blocking out bodies, all this kind of stuff. We have a lot of live streams. We have like 150-something videos on our YouTube channel, and most of them are live streams. Where the heck are the legs at? Those were cool. Top layer.
Yeah.
There's some legs. But yeah, anyways.
Talk about some gesture and stuff. And I wanted to organize this a little bit so it's like, it's kind of gradually going down. And so we can actually use the levels of closing and opening them to enhance the expression, right? If I started opening the eyes more and widening them, that's going to give a very different effect. So the more gentle and subdued your expressions are, you can close the eyes a bit more to achieve a gentler feel. But the more like extroverted your eyes look, let's actually duplicate this again. You can open them more.
Pow, thank you. By the way, we do have a Discord server. We announce every time we go live, which I did today. I didn't forget. And, you can share your art. You can ask for feedback from other members. You can hang out. A lot of people draw together in the voice channels doing, what's it called? Art fight?
Art fight, yeah.
Art fight.
A lot of people doing art fight in our channel.
So, if you want the invite to the Discord server, we're always happy to get new members who are chill. Mm-hmm. And you can send us a direct message on TikTok and ask for the invite, or you can just go to our website, drawanime.com, and find the invite on there. Mm-hmm. But just letting y'all know. Oh, also, sick, awesome stuff. we're working on cooking up some new stuff. We've got I'm literally gonna turn that off.
Okay.
We're working on cooking up some new stuff here. These are some test prints of some. I actually sculpted this one by myself in Blender.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I also sculpted this one, which is the child head.
So tell us what this is about.
Well, Christina, this is. I cut myself earlier. Sorry, you had to see that.
I cut myself there too.
This is a new thing that we're working on. We're actually building a head drawing class, and we're making all these different heads. There's going to be 5 of them. And actually, I've got a third right here. This is in a different color, but here's one of the male heads. And we're going to make a head drawing class, and we're making these, and they're actually going to get shipped out to you if you buy the head drawing class so you can use them as reference. These are test prints. We're not anywhere near being done with this, but that's kind of what we're cooking up lately.
Might as well show you guys behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, a little behind the scenes stuff. And casually flex his Blender skills, more like my first time sculpting in Blender.
In a long time.
I've never sculpted in Blender. I sculpted in ZBrush a lot for work years ago.
Translates, you know.
Yeah. Oh, also, giant Asaro head for stream.
Look how big this is.
Yes.
What's the original? Like.
Oh, the one we've been using up till now is this big. Teeny tiny little baby.
Teeny tiny. Ain't that cute?
But I printed a much bigger Asaro head for stream so we can, when we teach the planes of the head. I don't know why I never printed one bigger. Well,
maybe we were kind of scared.
Yeah. Do I get the Discord invite in bio? Yeah, or you can go to drawanime.com and you can find our Discord invite on there. Or you can just direct message us on TikTok and I'll send you the invite.
So this is the secret, what I do for morphing eyes. I would literally, and this is what I imagine in my head when I start morphing them. I go like this. I basically liquefy it in my head. Let me see here. Liquefy. Where are you at? So all I do is I take the same curve, and if I want to stretch it bigger, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Let's take this curve and just move it up. Oh. Okay, we got a wider looking eye now. You know, what if I move this down a little bit more? So you're basically changing the shape just subtly. Maybe you're lifting one curve up higher than the other, but you're still maintaining that same essence. So that's basically what I do in my head. I'm like, oh, I want to take this curve right here and move it up higher.
I should get my iPad.
Do it. And then the wider you open your eyes, the more space that you're allowing, for to see the pupil and to see the iris.
I'm out of drink.
So this is neutral, right? Then as we get bigger and more extroverted, more surprised, we start opening the eye more. And the funny thing is, your irises don't necessarily change size, realistically. But in anime, you can really make it even smaller to emphasize a certain point. Like if you're showing someone that's just traumatized, like they saw something horrible in front of their eyes, this works great, right? It's believable. But obviously in real life, your iris doesn't change or anything like that. But in anime, you can do that. You can even make it, I would say smaller is generally safer than making it abnormally big. Like if you have an eye iris that's abnormally big, it doesn't really do as much.
Someone says, what about thinner eyes? You just use a thinner line.
Yeah, you just use a thinner
You mean
line.
what do you mean by thinner,
yeah.
actually?
Do you mean smaller?
Smaller,
narrower?
more squinty, narrower?
Yeah.
W cup? Yeah, absolutely. I actually got another one here that I forgot to take out of the room as well. It's a Pompurin, and then we have a My Melody one as well.
Mm-hmm. When will this stream be added to our YouTube? It's already on there, actually, because we're live on there as well.
Yes, we are live on YouTube right now. 28 people watching, and then there's about 136 people on TikTok. So I don't know. I can't do math. I'm an artist. More smaller and longer.
Oh, okay, so just narrower eyes. You would just change the shape. So you would decide, okay, if you wanted this style, there's going to be an S curve. And so normally, if you want to just draw your average cute character that has bigger eyes, it looks like this, right? So that's the overall shape. But if you want it more serious, you would literally just go like this, like that.
Yeah.
And have the lids meet closer together.
Yeah, and again, there's so much room for interpretation here. I mean, look at Rock Lee's eyes from Naruto, right?
It's literally like this, right?
Yeah, they're literally like that. So again, there's so much room for interpretation. It's good though to learn kind of the basics of how real eyes work, because most of it it's all a derivative of that.
Yeah, which we talked about right in here, right?
Yeah.
Different eyelids, how they all move. And then when we draw the eyes, opening and closing, it's basically mimicking real life.
Yeah, One Piece's eyes are all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that one gets like really, really cartoony. Rock Lee mentioned. Rock Lee's like my favorite.
Rock Lee's my favorite character. I wish Naruto instead was just Rock Lee.
Yeah.
I wish he was the main character because he's like actual underdog, right?
Yeah. Is it okay not know how to draw straight expression straight from your imagination? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody does to start. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been practicing expressions a lot lately. I'm on head chat. I'm proud to announce that I've done 290 of my 1,000 heads, and the heads on the YouTube thumbnail actually today were mine. These are also mine, but this is Abby, my character, and I've been practicing expressions with her. So like just doing a whole lot of expressions, taking her face and morphing it around.
Hey, Danny.
There's a sad one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Danny, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Angry.
She's on YouTube.
Oh, awesome.
I like that one.
Disgust.
Like cringe.
That one's kind of like sassy or pouty. Mm-hmm. My favorite was crap. I don't have the middle finger one on here. I'm gonna find it because I like that one. But yeah, honestly, study like Disney artists and stuff for real. Like Disney artists make expression sheets for characters, and what I like to do is I like to find like Jin Kim or what's the other guy's name? Glenn Keane. They'll make these expression sheets for different characters, and I'll go through and I'll look at them and I'll see the shapes that they're using, and I'll start bending and squishing my own characters' faces in that way to study it, but like with a different character and a different style, if that makes sense. Do you have a video on YouTube on how to draw characters? What do you mean by characters? Like how to design characters?
So the great thing about expressions is that there's no right way to do it, because you can really show this, since characters have such different personalities and also different eye shapes and different ways they express things. You can really kind of do whatever. Like there's no standard, like, oh yeah, there's a standard, but it's like a generic expression, right? But you can express it in very different ways. So like, for instance, if I'm gonna draw something that's more generic to something that's a bit more nuanced, happy expressions in anime tend to have very open eyes. You'll see the top of the iris, and you'll even see a little curvature on the bottom of the eyelid. And then of course eyebrows are super important because eyebrows also add more to the expression. So the reason why some expressions just don't look as good is because you're not using the face to its maximum potential.
Character design. Do we have anything on character design on it? We have an entire class in our anime art school on character design, but I don't think we've done. We actually no. We have a couple of recent past live streams that were on character design. But the funny thing is that a lot of people want character design videos, but when you actually start to get into like the nitty gritty of character design and shape language, nobody watches it. They all leave. So it's one of those things that's like, I want to be a writer, and then they never like you give, oh well, here's Strunk and White's Elements of Style. It's like a grammar book, and everybody's like,
yeah, no vegetables, ew.
But yeah, we can do more stuff on character design.
So like, here's excited. You know, eyes are open, blush, even upward facing eyes. You know, you can have like a more subtle happiness, which is for like a kinder character. Which is more relaxed eyes. You can even start closing the eyes a little bit. You know, let's say if we're taking the same eye shape. This is more for like a gentle character. So that means eyes are closing, but the eyelids at the bottom are curved up more. So that means the irises will fill the eyes more. And you actually see more something like this. And even what's actually really good is to actually soften the effect of the shading of the eye to make it more gentle. So like here is more, it's like the shadows are sharper, but here you can see that I'm actually fuzzing out my pupils to almost make it look just a bit more watery. What about expressions for males? It will basically be the same thing. You can actually argue that this is a guy. All I have to do is just give him a masculine face, and no eyelashes and male hair. And oh yeah, you know, there's
This
a
is
guy.
looking really good.
There's a guy, right? Woo, guys, let's go.
Yeah, they're still warm, hot off the
Hot
3D
off the
printer.
press.
But
These are so cool.
yeah, these are some of
This
our
is
test
great.
prints for
I
the
like this one.
heads.
Very impressive.
Yeah, and then we've got the third one, which is the male.
Oh yeah, let's see them.
These ones are bigger.
Yeah. Where's the slightly bigger one of this one?
These are. Oh, I don't know where it is.
Okay, but yeah, these are what they look
Yeah,
like.
it's looking nice.
Great for in-person reference.
Yeah.
Like, oh, how do I draw a head in a 3/4 angle that's facing down? Oh, like this. We can-
Just like this.
It's like cheating, but you know, not really cheating.
It's
It's not cheating at all. We have actually been posting more on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we post a lot on YouTube these days. TikTok not so much.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
we
was thinking we should make a couple of shorts
Yeah.
just for funsies. But no, we post on YouTube quite often. We stream every single week. First time using Blender, well, I said sculpting in Blender. I've used Blender a lot in the past. I worked professionally as a concept artist and built a bunch of stuff in Blender. But also, drawing is just 3D printing on a piece of paper. Think about it.
It is. You're
It
basically
is.
just doing this, but on a flat sheet of paper. It's not really easy to see
Yeah.
it in this angle, but you're basically drawing.
Drawing is literally
angle.
3D printing.
Oh, that's really fine, Penny. This is actually a live. We're live on YouTube right now, so you can actually go and rewind and stuff and rewatch the stream that way too. You don't have
Yeah.
to screen record.
I just 3D printed a sphere.
Yeah, on
And
the
then-
paper.
Yeah, 3D printing a box. I can't see from this angle, so
looks
this is going
fine.
to be really wonky.
And actually, you teach dimensional drawing like this in our anime art school too.
3D
you know.
printing heads. Drawing is a lot like 3D printing. You're just doing it on a two-dimensional surface. So understanding, this is all wonky. Sorry, chat. I'm at a weird angle.
Aw, thank you, Star.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, we also have classes. We also teach. So this is like, we have our main anime art school right here, and actually Colton teaches how to draw dimensionally, and we basically focus
Yeah.
a lot on stuff like this.
Yeah, these are images from my class that I teach in
Yes.
our anime art school. I teach you how to
This-
build things and construct things from three-dimensional
Look at the
forms.
baby.
That's silly.
Wait,
Baby
where's
boxes.
the? Oh no!
Ooh, yummy. That reminds me of in Dragon Ball when Gohan or Dragon
Oh,
Ball
yeah.
Z when Gohan's like cutting up the T-Rex
lizard.
tail and eating it.
Yeah. The anime art school costs $497 US.
Yes.
But
it's
you get-
big. It's like an entire college.
Yes.
It's a whole bunch of classes. You go through all of anatomy is like a 12-week anatomy class. You go through, what is it, a 14-week costume drawing class.
Yeah.
There's a 14-week perspective class. This is actually in the perspective class.
This
There's
is
there's a rendering and painting class. There's a background class. So this is all work.
And
that,
this is all geared towards beginners as well. So
So it's big. It's like an entire college. So if you've ever wanted to go to college for learning the basics of art and drawing, but you couldn't afford it or you couldn't move to do it, this is actually built for you.
yes.
It's online, so you don't even have to go anywhere. You go through it at your own pace.
So this is super excited. Now this is, I'm going more for anime-esque expressions, so it's not like Disney expressions, but you know, it kind of has the same concepts. If you're drawing like someone that's like super, super excited, that's very extroverted, this is a great expression to do. Sparkles in the eyes are like really wide open. Actually, angry expressions going downward actually emphasizes happiness as well, because it makes the character look a bit more like
Look at this.
like pumped up, right? Ooh, Wolverine. Fun. Slowly getting me out of art block.
That's
I just
great.
turned it awesome.
Ooh, this helps a lot. New sub, awesome.
Thank
if you
you.
think this is helpful, Cookie, wait till you see our YouTube channel,
Oh, yeah.
where we're also live. Except you can see the whole iPad instead of just a tiny bit of it, and there's a bunch of awesome videos, and you can rewatch any stream. Just saying.
Yep.
Draw Anime Academy on YouTube. It's way better over there.
So sad expressions, if we're gonna just go by eyes and eyebrows, your classic sad expression is eyebrows facing up, like this. Your eyes kind of also face up, and they're more narrow, right? And so everything is just kind of going at a downward energy. You know, that just looks sad, because when you're sad, you're almost crying, and so you're kind of like squinting your eyes a little bit. Really try to think of the story of your expression. It's all about story, because, you know, this person can be devastated. If they're like devastated and also horrified, they can have an expression where their eyebrows are like kind of wobbly, almost angry, like, and even like scrunched up. And also their pupils can be really tiny. You know, now this person looks like they're like, oh no, what's happening? And more extreme, right? So you're just trying to play with the shapes, and also pushing and pulling things.
You guys are just lifesavers? Well, that's what we're here for.
Yes.
To try and help out. I'm struggling with perspective on eyes. Where can you see the whole iPad? YouTube.
On our YouTube.
Artemis, hello.
So right now
TikTok
we're just...
chat. Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's because it's more active. So another thing about, we're just drawing like eyes on a flat surface right now, meaning like not really much perspective, because if we're gonna draw expressions in perspective, we got to know how to draw this first, and then how to translate that. So like, let's say if I want to draw this character.
Yeah. What? How to know the size of the middle line on the head? I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
Size? I don't know what you mean by size.
Hoping to get your anime art school someday. Awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really good. We were looking through it recently, and we were just like, oh my gosh, holy crap, this is like so much stuff.
I know. It is a lot of stuff.
Also, I heard someone else ask about our books in ebook version. Just book volume 1.
Yeah.
Book volume 2 only has paperback right now.
We do want to put digital versions on our website sometime.
Most likely how long the head is supposed to be. For all charged. Nice. What kind of brush? You can get it for free. We literally have this brush up for free. It is on our linky in the bio. You can get it there, which is literally drawanime.com. If you can't find the linky in our bio, it is drawanime.com. If you want the invite to the Discord server, you can also get it in the Discord server. If you type !brush in any of the text channels, it will. I just did it in the general one.
Mm-hmm. Like the size of the face? That will depend on how old your character is and what kind of style that it is. I can't necessarily say it like what's the perfect size.
Is there going to be a VOD? Yes, we are live streaming on YouTube right now. All of our streams get backed up as VODs, and I will show you what the thumbnail looks like so you can look for it on our channel.
Yes.
These are actually expressions that I drew.
Yeah, and
but,
I thought like it's a good expression.
Yeah, this is what the thumbnail on YouTube looks like, so you can look for that, and this will be a VOD.
Yep. So if I'm going to like draw eyes in perspective, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit because I think it's more interesting and dynamic that way. I like to draw eyes on a curved plane, like this. So think of it like a sheet of paper that you're slightly curving or bending a little bit, and then your eyes are planted in here. But thing is, it's kind of hard to visualize unless we kind of draw.
You know what we should do? We should 3D print like a little warped surface.
Wait, that's actually so...
We should just 3D print
everything
and model everything we teach on stream.
I know.
You know what I mean?
We should use that. We should do it with the soft bending,
idea.
The bending material.
The TPU or
the
whatever
TPU,
it is?
yeah. Because you can have like a flat surface and you like bend it. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wait a second, that could be a good bonus.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what I'm doing here is I'm basically treating this like a flat surface right now. Say just draw like simple shapes. You know, you don't have to draw like super dynamic shapes right off the bat. Just draw like a simple line and a simple circle. And this is basically what we're putting this in. It's just curved. If we're putting it in perspective, there's going to be some convergence.
Yeah.
And you're basically translating that design onto the sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
So like, what you really have is a plane in 3D. So there's going to be this convergence, right? But what you have is you have a center line, probably like right there. This gets pulled back.
Yep.
This gets pulled back, and then it arcs around like this. So you have this curved plane like this, right? And then the eyes get planted on this curved plane.
And then so when you take this and you put it on a curved plane, you can actually use this as perspective and mimic that same curve onto your eye so it doesn't look like, a sticker.
Yeah. So if you look at this anime head right here, you can see that from a bottom view, it's very curved. The eye, or a top view, right? See the silhouette of that? It's very, very curved. So when you're drawing it in perspective, remember that surface, that curved surface, is going away from you, like this.
That's so cool.
The heck is wrong with this neck, bro?
This is not done yet.
I haven't been printing very long, all right, chat. But yeah, as that goes away from you, that curved surface foreshortens quicker because it curves and wraps away.
So when you're drawing like an eye that's going away from you, you actually see more curvature because it's like going away from us, and the eye is a ball. So you actually see more of this curvature in here than you would actually see on the eye facing towards you. The eye that's facing towards you is actually a little bit flatter, but the eye that's facing away from you is more rounder. Generally, this depends on how you want to interpret the eyes. We always say generally because there's always like, oh, well, what if it's like this? But I'm like, I can't answer everything. But so yeah, so then
No, they're definitely indented, but they're not on a flat plane.
No, they're not on a flat plane.
No, the folded piece of paper, the curved piece of paper. So it goes like, you draw them flat, you draw them curved, and then you start to account for the indentation and the bridge of the nose and stuff.
Right.
But they're 100% curved.
Yeah.
Like, even if you look at a real skull and a real face, it curves. Like, the front of the face is widely broken down as just like the front of a cylinder.
And the indentation you're probably talking about is the brow ridge and the cheekbone. That's probably what you're seeing. But inside it's also curved. So it's like, there's a lot of, that's why faces are super hard.
Cynics has a really good video on eyes as well.
Yeah.
And faces.
I mean, like, you can even see the nose indented, but also curved slightly. And that's just mimicking that as well. But yeah. And then when you're drawing, like, let's say this facial expression onto here, what I'm doing is what I can even do, I don't generally do this, but this is what I think about, right? Because, like, anything that I do when I add guidelines, it's what I'm thinking in my head, but I don't translate it onto the paper. So if I'm drawing, like, this expression, I'm thinking, okay, here's my sphere for the eyeballs. Here's my nose. Here's my, like, my breakdown, like, the form, right? So my center line, here's my center line. And then when I'm drawing my eyelids, I'm translating that and wrapping this around the sphere. This goes up, and this kind of acts like a wireframe. So this mimics the sphere form.
Where would you use the brush you have linked? It works so it's an ABR file, which is an Adobe brush. So it will work in anything that accepts Photoshop brushes, including Clip Studio Paint, Procreate, and of course Photoshop. We don't have the brush in any other format. There was one other program it worked in. What was it?
Clip Studio, Photoshop. Procreate. No, I think it's just those three.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what other programs work with ABR files. So yeah, there we got these eyes onto this head angle.
Ibis? I don't think so.
I don't think Ibis.
I don't think so. Chat might be able to confirm. I've never used Ibis or Krita.
So then this is where we can also add mouths, right, onto the surface. And a mouth, you can draw a cylinder, and you can wrap a mouth around that cylinder. It's like a little chip.
Yeah.
Even the teeth is a cylinder.
Yeah. I like exploring different ways to break things down.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's really fun.
You're basically sculpting inside, you're carving inside the cylinder right in here.
Yeah.
So that's why we see, like, this side is wider and we see more of it, and this side is, like, kind of turned away so we don't see as much detail. And so when we draw it on here, I'm thinking about...
You know what would be really funny? I just came up with like a series of videos that would be super viral.
What?
You know how in that SpongeBob episode when he's like, "Oh, how did you draw that perfect circle?" And he's like, "Oh, well, first I draw this head, and then I erase so we can see the construction, and then I erase and we have the circle." What if we made videos teaching art, but we broke stuff down using forms that were like had literally looked nothing like the final? So it's like drawing an anime head starting with like an upside down pyramid, and you just like hacked
hold
off
up.
pieces until it was
Wait, you mean like upside down pyramid like this?
That'd be so
Sorry,
funny.
we're kind of going a little bit
Yeah.
off, but that's okay.
yeah. And then you're like, "Oh, this is how I start anime heads," and you like turn that into an anime head, right? That would be so funny.
I mean, it kind of works.
People would
You
take
could
it so
technically-
seriously.
You could technically fit it in there though. Like that's wild.
People would take it so seriously. They would be like, "This is so stupid." Yeah, why do you think we made it?
We still want to make that coffee table book.
That's so funny. That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
That would be in the coffee table book. Ziki and Zico.
That's so funny.
Anyway, sorry, chat. I'm getting distracted. You okay?
I swallowed my spit. Yeah, I'm okay.
You got Wawa over there.
I do. Why is it so hot in here?
Because we have no, because we're in Arizona, first off. It's probably like 110 degrees outside. We have 2 cats in here with us, a streaming
Adding
computer,
heat.
NASA PC, running, bunch of lights, and we have no AC. So I'm going to go turn it on.
Yeah. Penny asks, how old do you have to be to join the school?
You don't. We have, I would recommend at least 13. We have a couple of people who are 13 that got the school.
So, I'm going to show you how head angles really matter with emphasizing, right? Because oh, it is. Uh-oh. So here we got someone that's like shocked, and they're like kind of like this, and so that creates an effect where maybe you're looking at them from like an eye level, not eye level. You're looking at them kind of straight on, and you're seeing what's happening kind of in real time. That's the vibe that I'm thinking about. But then let's say what happens is you add an effect. So what if you looked at this character from below? So you're looking up at this character and they have that same expression. All of a sudden, it kind of looks more cinematic. And it looks more dramatic because of the angle and because it's so shocking that, let me think. This angle right here, when we're looking down at when we're looking up at this character from below, it's so shocking that we change the angle, and that way we can actually see a larger mouth.
I just came up with an even better idea.
What?
Instead of like a pyramid,
Looking down
we
like
draw
this.
like a car.
A car?
Or like a fighter jet or like a helicopter.
Oh
and
my
then break down
gosh.
the head using like a car.
Oh my goodness.
be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. So here we have the same expression but in a different hand angle. Which one does it, which one feels more like personal, more exaggerated? I think this one. But both of these expressions work just as well. It's just this one feels more dramatic because we're at a more diagonal angle. And so you can really play with these head angles.
Yeah,
in here.
Fox said start with the pyramid, but get more and more unhinged. Like in the beginning, it's like, oh, I'll start with the pyramid, and then it like progressively gets more cursed. Like, yeah, I like to draw like an Apache attack helicopter, and then I turn the front of it into the anime nose, and then the
That's
missile
funny.
into the neck.
That's so funny. What brush? You can find this brush on our website, drawanime.com, or just go to our profile, and that's the same website. Does art school cost anything? Yes.
We could make a tutorial called like drawing anime heads, but it progressively gets more unhinged.
That's funny. So Anime Art School, which is our 1-year curriculum, self-paced curriculum, is $497 for all 7 classes.
Yes.
So you get this for all 7 classes. Just to let you guys know, because I feel like if you guys are new to art classes, there's a lot of art classes that just sell one class that is like, what, $500, $800?
Yeah.
And so that's just one class. But for us,
It's an entire college.
It's an entire college.
It's a college. It's not
Yeah.
like a course. It's like
not.
a college. It'll take you a year to get through it of like working full time like a college student. These
Yeah.
are like 14-week long classes where you get homework every single week. It's like, it's big.
Yeah, it's big.
How would you go to realistic expressions, you definitely want to study more like the planes of the face and probably some of the muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
But it really is based on shape language the same way. But we're not going to be talking about like realistic facial expressions as much today.
Yeah. What you can even do to give an even more shocked look, for more comical look, is actually add a cheekbone and hollow it out, and even add like extra lines to add a certain effect. This is more for like a comical effect rather than like something more serious.
Did you have a good nap?
So yeah. And so now when we're moving on to like we're moving to happy, sad, and now to angry, this is where we can really start thinking energy, because angry has a lot of pent up energy that you're just dying to let out.
Is the school manageable on top of regular school? Yeah, you can go through it at your own pace.
Yes.
So you don't have to go through it in 14 weeks. You could spend longer or shorter, and you get it forever. Mm-hmm. So we designed it for people who are working or going to school or want to like supplement their education. Like if you're taking an anatomy class, you can also take the anatomy class in anime art school, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Or if your school doesn't have certain classes, or if you want a refresher that you can always go back to. Mm-hmm. Look at the kitty. Yes, that was Applejack.
Yeah.
This is Procreate on the iPad.
I always feel like my angry faces lack angry. Gotta push. I feel like people who don't know how to draw expressions, they're too timid. They don't push enough. The more you push, the more exaggerated it's gonna look. And actually, the tamer that you do it, the more like fake it looks. It's interesting because if you look at like stock images, like those really overacted stock images, if you draw that on a drawing, it actually looks very believable. But if you draw a more less acted image, more relaxed, and you try to make it dynamic, it's not going to work out as well.
It's actually pretty funny. Photographs, overacting looks cheesy, but in drawings, overacting doesn't look cheesy. I think a really good example of this is Norman Rockwell. He painted very, very overacting people. They're like,
yeah,
you know, like that. And it looks really good because it's painted. But if you had a photograph of a person doing that, it would look cheesy.
Yeah.
And so that's, when you're drawing, it's a good idea to push further than you would see in real life.
Yeah.
What if the character's face looks naturally mad?
Wow.
Then RBF?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ray has RBF.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would have like a low brow ridge to start
Yeah.
with, or like their eyebrows would kind of sit low and they would kind of squint.
So angry faces have a lot of energy that centers towards the nose, because you got your eyebrows pointing to the nose, your eyes are squinting towards the nose, and this area right here gets really, really scrunched up. So add those little wrinkles and have them fan out. So like it's like almost like a little mini explosion that looks like this.
Yeah.
Pow, like that. Oh, it looks like a spider web, actually.
That's a great tip. It is a good tip. I can't take credit for it, though. We learned that in a Will Weston class that we took. He was a teacher at Art Center that taught a lot of classes, and a lot of his students ended up going and working to like DreamWorks and Disney and stuff. Mm-hmm. Very good teacher. He teaches classes online, but unfortunately he's not running any more online classes this year.
Mm-hmm. Oh. My worst weakness is making expressions that lack because I don't want it to look too much. Well, yeah, I think you got to make it look too much.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to do that.
Don't be afraid of too much.
Like, what's wrong with too much, really?
And it's also a good exercise. Like, doing too much really helps you push the limit, so then you can pull back.
Yeah. I always like to say, do too much and then do too little and find a good middle, because that's like a fun exercise to do.
Oh, that rhymed.
What?
Do too much. Wait. Do too much.
Then do too little.
Then do too little, so you can find a good middle.
That's really good. That's really good.
It's dumb.
Yeah. We'll be posting all these demos in our Discord, so you can get this whole sheet if you join our Discord.
So the cream of the crop, huh?
Like the best of the best, I guess.
Cream of the crop. Are you talking about like Will Weston? Oh my gosh, we've taken his class like 5 times.
Oh! What happened?
It,
I like undoed.
Yeah.
There we go. So here, another thing about yelling faces is a lot of energy goes in like this. Pew, pew.
Too much doesn't exist in my world. I like that attitude.
I like the attitude here. I like it too. So it's basically you're collecting energy and then you're letting it out through the mouth.
Yeah.
Like this.
That really is how shape language works, by the way.
breathing.
Like, try to think, when you're doing expressions, try to think of your expressions in a really, really, really simple, literal way. Like, all of the energy is coming into the brows and then being released through the mouth. Like, and you can literally have like lines. Like, you could draw red lines, for example, right? So like red lines, and you go all of this energy going in, going in, going in, going in, and then coming
Release.
out like that. This is literally how character designers think about expressions. I'm taking a class from Wouter Tulp right now. He's a character designer for like animated movies and Netflix series and stuff, and he's literally saying like, yeah, you start with that. That's like the overall gesture, the overall impact, and then you essentially design the form and the shapes around that flow. And so your different expressions will have different vibes.
All right, like I'm drawing like a crying face. So all my energy is going like the mouth is drooping down like this. All my eyes are drooping down. My eyebrows are drooping down. Everything's going downward.
So like everything's sliding off of her face, just
Yeah.
like, including the tears.
Including the tears.
The tears would be like,
You know, wobble the mouth. Don't be afraid to wobble the mouth either,
Yeah.
because I feel like that creates trembling. So yes, realistically our mouths don't wobble like this, but for effect, for like the trembling effect, it works great.
Yeah. I thought she was yawning at first. That's actually a really good point, because a lot of expressions will be very similar to each other.
They'll share the same.
They'll share similar things. So like, for example, she could be yawning if her
yawning.
eyebrows were different, or you know, like maybe her eyebrows would be like turned up and her eyes would be closed and her tears would be coming out, and then she'd have like little bubbles maybe, and like that looks more like a yawn. Maybe her hair is messy. Like,
and then we can have
deadhead.
hands. Hands are actually great for expression.
Yes. Remember this, chat. Hands are the second most expressive part of the body. Even the most expressive in some instances. Mm-hmm. So like if I make a face, right? And I'm like, my hand adds a lot to that expression. Or if I'm like, right? The hand adds so much. Hands and faces go together like peas and carrots, and they're both difficult.
And they both taste bad. I'm kidding. I don't like peas that much.
Rip.
Yeah.
So hands and faces go together.
What I do with
well.
hands to make them easier is just find the gesture. So like, and make it clear, right? Because if I'm taking this expression again, it's a good expression, and I'm like, oh no, they're clutching their face. This is a gesture of the hand.
Yeah, I remember.
It's like a claw.
I remember a user named Lilac. Artemis, have a good one. Have a good dinner. Drawing hands is painful. Yeah.
Actually, what I saw this on Pinterest, is they would take like the same expression and just add different hands and just see how that would like affect the expression. So let me think.
Can't draw, but this is low-key interesting. It absolutely is. I think it's super cool.
So like, let's draw a grumpy face. Like that.
Bro, this looks good.
It does. It does look great. And then,
These heads.
yeah, I know. So let's do three heads. 3 of the same expression.
Program. It is Procreate on the iPad. A devastated face.
Oh yeah, devastated. Okay, so we got a grumpy face, and we'll draw hands. Let's draw hands that are crossed.
Oh yeah.
Like this. Now this person's like Sasuke.
I see.
I'm here.
This is like a
kill
June
us.
expression.
Yeah, I see. So now they're kind of like thinking in deep thought. And just 2 pairs of hands works great. Now what if we did something a bit more
Like a thumbs up.
thumbs up?
That would really change
That's a
it.
contradiction. You know,
Yeah.
and contradictions are great.
Like, approved.
Yeah.
So hands, this is the crazy thing. I don't remember who I learned this from, but hands can invert an expression in what it means.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you can have an angry pose with a hand expression that will inverse the anger. So it will literally make it like the opposite.
And actually, look.
Like,
Look.
or like praying or whatever, right? Like, it's really interesting because hands is almost like multiplying by a negative number or something. It's weird.
It is. Well, like even hands and also blush can actually lower the tension of a normally mean character. So,
Isn't that crazy though?
So
you can draw an expression and you just add a hand and it will like invert the expression what you interpret it as.
Yeah.
So cool.
So now this person doesn't look mean.
Uh-oh.
But now
kitty.
they look like they're like I've approved, and I added like a little like a little sparkle
We got a kitty walking
to show
on the desk.
to lighten the mood. That's so silly. Hi, Applejack. You little tubby.
He's a big back. He's a dad bod.
And then let's do. Look at you.
Squish his face. So cute.
Oh, you're so cute.
And he has such an interesting profile. Look at that.
Ooh,
handsome.
Ivan. We were originally gonna think. I thought Ivan was a cute name for him, but we stayed with Applejack because
Reminds me of Lee from Cardcaptor Sakura. Lee.
Yeah, Lee. Shaoran.
Shaoran? We're literally watching through Cardcaptor right now. We watch like one episode a night.
And then what if we had, like, let me think, a fist? Nah, I think that's too obvious. I like contradictions. So like, what if their hands?
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then what if they add blush? So now they're like, I'm not gonna admit that I like this. So you can like change. It just looks completely different.
Yeah,
right?
Cardcaptor Sakura is so good.
Yeah.
I drew some Sakuras a while back.
Oh,
I'll
you
find
did?
it. Yeah. Where are they?
Blushing is so my type. I agree.
Here's some of them.
Blushing's fun. Oh yeah.
There's a couple of Sakuras on this page. Here's one.
I love that one.
Here's one. I don't know if there's any more on this page.
I don't know. Hi, Poppy. Oh, we got a puzzle.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. No,
I thought I
these are
had
all
other
Mickeys.
Sakuras. Maybe I didn't.
He's coming to wreak havoc. We got the puzzle.
Yeah, we have 5 minutes. Kitty cam.
Kitty cam.
Let me solve this puzzle. There we go. Oh, look how cute he is.
I know. So precious. So precious. He's so like, he's kind of sneaky though.
He is very sneaky.
He's like the sneakiest of all the kitties. When he knows he's doing something wrong, he goes like, he goes like that. Anyways.
Does anyone draw on paper? All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
Okay, so we talked about drawing eyes expressions, and morphing, designing shapes, exaggerating expressions. We kind of talked about all these, but I kind of like going further. Actually,
Diana,
hair.
that's interesting.
Hair's great. I like drawing a lot of angry faces. Angry faces are very dynamic. Actually, you know what? Let's do a happy face now.
Yeah. Wow, my new expressions are way better than the ones I did here.
So hair is actually a great way to also put in expressions, because hair accentuates the expression depending on like what effect you want it. So for instance, if you were like having someone that's, you'll see this in anime a lot, where if you have someone that's really happy, their hair will like bounce up. They go like,
yeah, it'll float as if like
float.
weightless.
Yeah, so like
It's cool.
she's like, what? And she's like, "Hi," like that.
Sakura.
Yeah. No,
Someone said Sakura was their comfort show when they were a
is.
child. Sakura is my comfort show like now.
Guys, I have a story to tell about Sakura. So, I have always watched, when I was a kid, I watched Cardcaptor Sakura in the Japanese dub and in Chinese subtitles. So I basically had no idea what they were even saying at all. I never saw it in the English sub. And I only watched like a few episodes on repeat because I didn't know how to like manage the menus and stuff, because they were all in a different language. But once I figured it out, and actually I had like my own personal DVD player. I like binged it without knowing what was going on in my personal time, and I just loved it.
Yes, we do have a Discord. You can send us a DM on TikTok and ask for the invite if you want. Otherwise, you could just go to drawanime.com and find the invite on that page. It's just those two words, draw anime. And then you add .com on the end.
So here's like a happy expression with watery eyes. What I love to do is I like purposely do this. I wobble my iris, and then I add like a bunch of highlights and sparkles. You know, depending on what kind of style you want, of course. But like if this person's like elated and also like comedic effect, wobble the irises and wobble the highlights. You know, makes it look extra watery, because water distorts shapes. You can even like add a little teardrop, but we're not going to make it super sad. We're going to add some blush, and we're going to make the hair float. So this is all about gesture, and of course, like once again, energy, because everything is energy. What I like to do to think about the hair is, I'm thinking, okay, it's a gravity, right? So it's like, think of a simulation in your hair, in your head.
The music is fire. Thank you.
So it's not going to go up like this. At least that's not in my imagination. It's not going to float up like that, but rather it's going to kind of billow like a jellyfish. That's kind of the gesture that I want. So a lot of my hair will probably go in sort of this gesture. And so once I figured out my gesture, then I can basically take that and add hair
can
on
you
top.
grab book 2?
Yes.
We have a lot of expressions in book 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a whole, what color is that? Yellow? No.
No, I think it's towards the beginning.
Red. Yes. So book 2, book volume 2, this is a book that we made, Anime Academy, How to Draw Characters. This is our book that we published and built. We have a whole chapter on facial expressions, actually, and it covers a lot of this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the stuff that we're teaching right now is covered in our book. So you can see that there's like different versions of the same expressions with more intensity.
And blush.
You know, thinking about the jaw and the mouth opening and how to draw the inside of the mouth.
You can get this on Amazon.
Yeah, qualities of emotion, basically a whole bunch of different facial expressions, like happiness, and then there's like level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mm-hmm. And then there's like sadness, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's actually a bunch of little interpretations of these facial expressions as well. So there's a whole bunch of those, like embarrassment and anger and surprise and exhaustion. And then we went and took every one of our 8 characters and gave them this set of, 8 expressions. Mm-hmm. So cute little kid, evil little girl, like what would she look like when she's shocked? Mm-hmm. What would he look like when he's shocked? And so every single one of these characters in our book, we added the same set of expressions to, right? What she would look like when she's shocked, or what Juliet, like she's like Gossip Girl, right?
Yeah.
So she would look like this when she's shocked. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell all my friends about this. And this is...
It's called
yeah, it's really cool.
Anime Academy, How to Draw Characters.
Yes, Anime Academy, How to Draw Characters. Yeah, there's us on the back. For some reason, the exposure on the camera is really dim, but there we are. That's the book. This is volume 2. So, yeah, volume 2. The first book is on more of like the basics. Mm-hmm. This is on designing characters.
Yep.
Wait, what does the cover look like? Yeah, it looks like that. And that's Miki. That's my character.
Colton's best girl character.
She is the #1.
We gotta get that comic.
Character. Yes.
I found a character.
She's the #1 character of all time. I'm biased.
I know he is. And I draw her a lot too because she's just so cute to draw. But yeah, anyway, so now when I'm drawing like hair, I'm taking this same gesture and I'm like basically morphing. It's like if you ever sculpted in 3D, it's like you're using the grab tool and you're like, you're basically just like moving everything. Actually, we were just testing out Nomad Sculpt, was it?
Yeah, I got Nomad Sculpt on the iPad and was messing with that a little bit. Christina was messing with it.
I was messing with it a little bit, but it's been a while since I sculpted. So.
I personally am used to ZBrush, but ZBrush is super expensive subscription now, so I've abandoned it.
Yeah.
There's like a little green speck behind you. It's probably the sun.
It's a green screen.
Yeah, it's the sun on the green screen.
Yeah. So everything else floats because you're so happy that everything around you like starts like losing gravity, I guess. And now you're in zero gravity.
Weightless.
So, weightless. I'm so happy I'm weightless.
I have no hair that floats up, but if you could picture hair around me, it'd be like this.
And like you're breathing up, right? Also, think about breathing.
It's a breath of life. So if you think about the gesture for this one, if I were to draw it in red, it'd be like this. It would be all of this energy coming in and lifting this up like that, right? As opposed to this one earlier, which was all of the energy coming into the eyes and nose and going out through the mouth. So you'll see that you'll see this a lot if you look for it. Character designers and people who are really good at designing expressions, right? People who are really good at expressions, Disney artists, Jin Kim, animators, they get really, really good at understanding the flow of energy through a drawing, right? And it'll take different shapes. It'll shoot out one side, it'll come in the other, it'll come in one point and shoot out all over the place. Like a cat, for example, right? It's like it'll have like lines, kind of jagged lines going out everywhere.
Let me try to draw that really quick, like a chibi.
Yeah. And like even the eyes, even the pupils themselves will be a lot of the time just like hatch marks. Kind of looks like Garo. Garo hairstyle. And so like if you look at the expression of this, it's actually radiating out in every direction, like defense is activated.
We'll give it a cat body, why not?
Are your books in different languages? No, it's just in English.
Just in English.
Eventually it would be cool to get it into different languages. Are you a couple? Yes, we've been married for over 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Can I draw you with hair like that? Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
Actually, we have a thing called Cursed Colton Art.
Yeah.
Which is just people just drawing him with hair.
There's a Discord channel in our server that's just for making cursed art of me, and it has a long history. There's a lot of stuff. It goes back a long way.
Mm-hmm. Favorite anime to watch and or study from? Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, I don't know if I studied from anime. I really liked Cowboy Bebop. I think that's a really cool style to study from. I would probably do some studies of that. I was thinking of doing some studies for Cardcaptor. Haven't done it yet though.
Yeah. That is pretty funny.
Anyways. Well, feel free to ask like maybe specific expressions that you guys have trouble with, because I always think that this stuff is fun and I actually really like thinking about story all the time. I think more and more I've been gradually like thinking less about, oh, how do I make this like cool design? I'm thinking, okay, what's the story behind this drawing? That's kind of what I've been doing. Maybe expressions with side profile, surprise,
designing shapes, exaggerating expressions, head angles, and expressions. That's what's on our...
Yes, and we did talk about head angles and expressions a bit.
A disgusted expression.
Disgusted is good.
I just drew one of Abby.
Yeah. So, disgusted, it's like cringing, right? I would say, like, if you have trouble with it, come up with it from, like, a graphic standpoint. So you can just draw, like, a little circle and add some, like, really simple facial expressions. So let me draw, like, a few types, because I like to explore different versions. So this is what I think of disgusted.
I think of, like, a mouth that's, like, small and low and, like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like that.
And
a lot of the times there will be, like, lines. Yeah, that's like a surprise disgusted.
Yeah, it is like a surprise disgusted.
And then there's like more of like squinting ones that are like, ugh.
Oh yeah. Let me think.
Yeah, like the mouth is kind of like that, and then it's kind of like this.
So an angered face caused by betrayal. It depends on your personality, right? Like, are they like a type that internalizes their anger, or are they like silent angry, or are they like actually more expressive? So, if I were to do like a character that has finally snapped, but they are not showing it very much, that would be like a very different vibe than someone who's like super shocked by betrayal. I can try to draw that. What I'm envisioning. That's fun. Oh, what I even like to do for the mouth is I even go like this. So like I even like make the mouth look like that, cause like this.
Yeah, those are fun.
Those are fun.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on how the character expresses different emotions. That like when Christina and I design our characters, we try to add a really large variety in how they express emotions. Like June is very subtle.
Yeah.
Like June expresses emotions very subtly, where Miki is very, very, very extreme. So we have a high contrast in how characters express themselves.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then you guys got
crits with the 5 Draw Anime gifted memberships on YouTube. Appreciate it. Too Stupid for Life, which is a username. Wanda FM, Ill Infested, and Crits. One of the people that got a gifted membership was Crits.
Oh, wow.
Crits gifted a membership. And it...
Ooh, condescending expression.
Funny.
That one's fun. So do you want, like, condescending, like, know your place, or, like, kind of more, like, sadistic, smiling, pleasure kind of?
Yeah. When I think condescending, I think head tilted up, snobbiness.
Up, yeah.
And, like, it's almost like a disgusted. It's similar to disgust.
Yeah. There's this kind.
It's like a Boa Hancock.
Yeah. And then,
What are you drawing on? It's an iPad. Did you go to art school? Yes. I consider myself still in art school. I take classes weekly.
This is when someone's disgusted by your presence, so they look down on you.
And, like, they'll be like that, and you can actually add a lot by just taking one of these eyebrows
and raising it
up.
Nice.
That's a Ray expression if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
And it's like, know your place.
Mm-hmm.
Peasant. I love that.
I love that. It's like, kidding me? And then there's like...
Why did you gift me my own gift? You deserve it. YouTube knows that you deserve it.
Ojo-sama type of character? Yeah. Like, that's why I feel like this one is kind of fun. This one's like the male version. And then there's also like the more comical version where it's like laughing maniacally, like, oh, that kind. Totally fine. Works great. You can like do so much with just like the same category, like the category. And that's because every character is different. So they each show smugness a different way.
The one above discussed reminds me of Asuka from Evangelion. This one, yeah, it kind of does. And then another thing is, if you want to show the rotation of the head, you can put the ears nice and low.
Yep.
And then you can put maybe a little indication of the chin, or just like little shading under the chin. The hair would probably come out.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that big, but... So, it's like you're really working back and forth between, like, energy, the energy of 2D shapes flowing together, and then creating, like, a 3D sense of volume and space.
Mm-hmm. First one reminds me of Damien. I don't know which one's the first one, because this one was drawn first.
That one, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first one that was drawn.
Someone is asking me how to draw, like, someone... like angry from betrayal, but like more subtle, sinister. Like, this is how I would approach it generally.
It's the Arthur meme.
Arthur meme.
Yeah, with the fist.
Yeah,
that's 100% it. You know, some of these memes,
or even, like,
they get so popular. Like pictures of cats that look like they're feeling a really specific emotion.
It's the black cat.
Yeah.
And it's just zooming in.
Yeah, I 100% know that one. We actually made a TikTok with that one. It was a meme a long time ago, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'll find it. This one.
So, actually, this is a great one, too. It's so dark. What the heck? I love that one so much.
Yeah. And that's the meme. Me listening to my teacher telling me anime isn't art, knowing I'm going to be drawing it for every assignment she gives for the rest of the year. I love that one. So true. Did y'all ever have a teacher that hated anime, but you drew it anyways? Because,
it's what you like to do and
fight the system.
Yeah. So this is another way to show sinister. You can actually make the eyes more relaxed, because that's like they just don't care anymore. Like, that's actually really cool to do. And then what you can do is you can literally just shade part of their face in shadow.
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase, Mom. You know, that works great if that's what you're going for. It's a very kind of common expression, and a lot of people also do it in slightly different ways.
I did that in school a lot. Although luckily when I was in school, I was practicing to become a concept artist, so a lot of what I drew was like very foundational.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, that's okay if you find a similar OC online. I mean, I've definitely seen characters that are similar to my OC, but I think it's just because there's nothing new under the sun. And I wouldn't even try, because
nothing's new.
Nothing is new. Like, I literally found a character that was like Wonder Girl, and she literally like had a similar energy to like Colin's character Nikki.
Yeah.
But
So,
like it's super fun to see that.
if you design something to be unique, that will end up becoming one of its only characteristics, is that it is like designed to be like nothing else.
Yeah.
And like, again, hairstyles aren't copyrighted.
Yeah. Hairstyles aren't copyrighted.
Facial
face types
structures aren't copyrighted.
Like, okay,
look
guys,
at every anime character in almost every anime show. They're so generic.
these are generic looking characters. I
Oh, I
mean, like,
love
no,
them.
I mean, I love them. I think they're very unique. But, like, you could definitely seen these characters before. They're archetypes, right? You've definitely seen character with the Hime cut before with this expression. Seen this character before. You've seen that character. I've seen all these characters before. But like, it's not about the look. It's about the story that you give them.
Yeah.
Because even though they're a similar archetype to a lot of anime characters, they all have their individual lore. And so that can differentiate. I mean, oh my gosh. Okay, so sometimes I'll see YouTube videos of just like manhwa recaps, and oh my gosh, I see literally the same design of male characters and female characters every single time. Every male protagonist, love interest, looks like this. They got a curled hairstyle that looks like this, and it's black hair. I've seen this like so many times. It's not new anymore, but like it works. It's a popular character design. And then I see a character. How many times have you seen this kind of character? And then I see a female character that will have like curtain bangs that looks like this. That's the innocent type, right? This will like literally be on repeat in almost every manga or manhwa that I've ever seen.
Yeah. So like there's really and that's a good question, because it doesn't mean to make your characters generic. Don't try not to make, I mean, of course, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
But I would say don't try so hard to make your character unique that just becomes their only characteristic, that they are unique.
Yeah. They're more than their physical appearance.
If you want to be a writer, because if you want your anime or webcomic or manga or whatever to get popular, it's going to be through the writing. Like, look at Saitama. He's just some bald dude. Like, that's it. He's a bald dude wearing yellow. Like, he's not really that interesting. Like, there's nothing super unique about him. And a lot of animes, they actually lean into the fact that like everything's already been tried, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
literally nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with designing characters that look like other characters. Like, you're gonna accidentally bump into it. There's no way to design a character that doesn't look like something that's already been designed, and that's totally fine.
And not only that, but like, it's if people know your story and they love it, they will associate like characters like similar to your character.
Yeah. Saitama, don't diss my goat Saitama.
I love
Saitama's
Saitama.
great.
Saitama's
He's
great.
literally my favorite.
And then like Fubuki, right? She's just a girl with like a elegant bob, but
Bruh,
but she's
so
so
cool.
gorgeous. She's
It's
so
like
gorgeous.
a short, sharp bob. Fubuki is like one of my favorite characters.
But it's all about like if you look at their shape, like Fubuki for example, she's triangular and square.
Luffy's just a guy with black hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
In your course, do you go over the archetypes? I get confused on how to express them, or any recommendations on books or etc. Archetypes.
What do you?
What kind of archetypes?
Are you talking about? Yeah.
Like, because there's a bunch of books out there on different archetypes and stuff. What kind of archetypes do you want? Like, you would mostly find that kind of stuff in like books on writing.
Yeah. So like Fubuki.
Maybe like The Hero with a Thousand Faces by Joseph Campbell would be good for general archetypes. You know, like the reluctant hero, the mentor. But like movies and games and projects will express archetypes in different ways.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They'll express them in very different ways.
That's her design. Fubuki's design is a square plus a triangle.
Yeah.
Triangular eyes, square bob, triangular face.
And the reason that the way that design works is your brain interprets things in a very primitive way. Like when you see a shape, it's actually really interesting. When you see something, the reptilian part of your brain is the thing that understands it first. It's this part that it's your brainstem, right? And your, what's it called? which it interprets a shape. It has this subconscious reaction to it. So this really goes into the basics of design, which is like square, circle, triangle. But when you design characters, you want to think about the part that people understand before they even logically think about it. Like, is this character dangerous? Is this character friendly? Are they unfriendly? Are they strong? Are they reliable? Like, they get a lot into this in like Disney and Pixar and animation, like Mr. Incredible, right? Or like Elastigirl, or what are other characters and stuff, like there's some characters like Team Fortress 2 who feel very stable, but that we're not really going to talk about in this stream, but I find it super interesting. But there is a part of your brain that processes information before like the conscious part. It's like this instinctive response. And a lot of these are actually based on that. A lot of the shape language is based on the part of your brain that understands and processes information in like instantly before you really have a chance to consciously think about it.
Yeah.
Baymax, exactly. Very friendly, round. Kirby, friendly, round. Pikachu.
Round and sharp, but mostly round.
Yeah.
I'll draw Pikachu.
Those principles, like, you'd have to take a character design course or like a design course at like a, let me think. There's some people who talk about it on YouTube and stuff here and there. It's kind of the basics of like character design and design in general. But yeah, you're essentially designing first and foremost for the part of the brain that processes information first. But that's kind of a different subject than what we're talking about today. Kind of. But facial expressions really do that. Like, for example, where's that scared cat one? Like this one. This is a dangerous pose. Like, your brain interprets this as dangerous because there's sharp, pointy parts. So before you even have a chance to think about this with your logical mind, right? What is that, like the prefrontal cortex? It has to go through the back part of your brain, which is like your reptilian part of your brain, and it interprets the shapes as dangerous before you even have a chance to think about it up here. That's like what I'm talking about. So if you want to pose to seem dangerous, if you want to pose to seem scary, you can add pointy parts to it, and your brain will immediately interpret it as, oh, this is a dangerous pose, or it's defensive. It's like a cactus.
Language. Yeah,
like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a book. What the heck book was it? There's a book called Science of Storytelling. It goes into the neuroscience behind a lot of that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's a part of your brain that processes information before the logical part, the conscious part. And it's very interesting, but designers actually are designing for that part of your brain. So that goes into the very basics of square, circle, triangle. Baymax is a circle.
Yep.
Kirby, circle. Like, and if you see like characters designed for popular games like Overwatch, they're all designing based on these kind of shapes.
Yeah. High vibe.
Because, again, if you're playing Overwatch at 180 frames a second on your computer in your bedroom, and you just get a very, 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 very quick glimpse of a character for 3 frames, your brain has to be able to go, oh, that's this character. Oh, that's this big character. Oh, that's this small, fast character. Oh, that's Tracer.
It's like looking at it from a glance.
Yeah, it's a glance.
Yeah.
It's like this very impressionistic thing. And so when you're designing characters, facial expressions, anything, think about the impression. Like, that's really what it is. Like, it's an impression. It's like, what is the instant impression you get from something?
So Vi is here, which we are thinking of doing her watercolor today. If you
Thinking of?
Oh, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. So we'll probably get to that soon.
Sure. How long have we been streaming? Only an hour and 23
Only an
minutes.
hour? Wow, really?
Yeah. And that kind of stuff is one of my favorite things to talk about. We don't get to talk about it that much because it's kind of a more advanced
Hey, but we liked advanced, right?
advanced topic. But it's really interesting.
Do it.
What?
What?
I
Talk
just
about
did.
it? Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Oops.
For the
Sorry.
most part.
Yeah, you did. Talk about character design and stuff. It is really fun. I think it's like finding the science behind designing things. Thoughts on Sakamoto Days? I never watched it, but it sounds fun.
Haven't seen it. Is that the one with that assassin person that like is like a grocery store person or something?
Yeah, who was like a former assassin. Yeah, grocery store manager, I think, or clerk. I don't know which one.
Awesome Brookie.
It's peak. You should watch it. I do want to watch it. Unfortunately, it's not on Crunchyroll.
What is it on?
Yeah, what is it on?
Chat. Do you guys only draw anime style art?
No.
What? Lindsay? Is that Lindsay? You know we don't only draw anime style art. Is that Lindsay like class Lindsay, or is this a different Lindsay? I'd say it depends on the
Netflix. Okay, it's on Netflix.
Rip.
Oh,
Yes, lol. You know that, Lindsay. We showed you our art before.
Yeah. What else do we want to cover today? We talked about drawing eyes expression, designing shapes. Oh, I think actually something to talk about really quick is ratios of features for expression. So like sometimes when you're drawing like, oh, I just had deja vu just now, which I think is a good thing. If you have like a facial expression, but you notice that it's not looking like more exciting enough, measure the sizes of your features. So like let's say, oh, I have an eye that's like this. My eyebrows are here. My nose is here. My mouth is here. Yes, I can tell that this person is surprised, but if I measure all these features and the distances between everything, everything feels very much the same. So what you can do is you can decide, do I want the majority of my face to be like mouth dominating? So like let's say, okay, I want this expression to be maybe like almost half and half, or maybe like the majority of the face is the mouth. So make the mouth bigger, eyes smaller. Now it feels like there's a hierarchy, right? So this doesn't have as much hierarchy, which creates a more like blander looking expression. But this one has a hierarchy of big mouth, smaller features. So now all you focus on, for the most part, is how big the mouth is, and then everything else supports this. So like this person's yelling really loudly, and we can tell because the mouth is much bigger than the rest of the face. But we can't really tell if this person's really yelling or not.
Yeah. How do I get better with rendering and shading in digital colors and know where to color? You would want to learn the basics of, well, first off, you'd need to be pretty good at form drawing because you can't light things without form. But we actually did a stream relatively recently on cell shading.
Yes,
and we talked a little bit about rendering on that one. Where is that one? Right here. Mm-hmm. So like this is kind of this is a past stream that we did. The video or the thumbnail on YouTube on the live stream has Miko like taking off her jacket or something.
Her vest.
If I can get to the thing. So come on. Right here. That one right there. How to color cell shading. And we talked about the basics of form in there. Now rendering would be showing all of the planes as it goes away from you. Cell shading is kind of a simplified version. But I do teach that. If you really want to know the basics of that, I actually teach it in our anime art school. I have a whole class on painting.
Let's see it.
And so I go over that kind of stuff. These are some of the demos that I did in anime art school. So going through, teaching how to plot and calculate cast shadows. Here's another example that I did, and I do all of this live. Plot, calculate, cast shadows with a bunch of things, and then I go over and do colors and colored blocks and bounce light, and then we that's not from the school, but we do stuff like this. Mm-hmm. But this one right here is from the school, and so I draw this from scratch, paint it completely. It's all matte. I don't do any materials really. There's like a tiny bit of material indication in there, but not much, because it's just matte surface rendering. But and then we go over materials. We go over stone, wood with barbed wire, boba cup, and stuff like that. But if you want to learn the basics of that, you'd really want to take a lighting and rendering class. But it builds on top of form drawing. Mm-hmm. It builds on top of the ability to draw three-dimensional forms. right?
There we go.
So if this is a form and I add like a cast shadow below it, it all starts with this foundation right here. So it's very difficult to render if you can't draw form, because painting is drawing plus extra.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just look up like rendering classes. Most people are kind of not great at rendering. I would say if you want to find a really good class on rendering, I think Swatches has a pretty good one, but they do more like a Magic the Gathering style. Swatches has a good one. They have a YouTube channel as well. We have some videos on rendering on our YouTube channel.
Do you guys have a video on how to draw hair? Yes.
Yes, we do.
This one right here. Hair drawing tips you wish you knew earlier. That's the video.
I prefer rendering than cell shading. Rendering is fun.
Rendering
it takes a
is
long
fun.
time though.
Yes.
If you have to go fast, cell shading's a lot faster.
And it gets, it gets the same kind of thing across.
Cell shading's actually easier because you don't have to think about cores and casts. Hey, Kireji.
I actually really like the idea of the ratios and features. Like, is this mostly the mouth, like, reacting, and is this mostly, like, mouth dominated, or is it, like, are we focusing on the eyes? Like, it's about, like, expression is all about focal point as well.
Hey, Duff Pappy.
Hey.
That looks so 3D. Great. I'm glad. I don't know what to say other than that.
How can I make my colors pop out of my character or out of the background?
Colors pop out of my characters or out of the background. Use like a system or something. So what I mean by that is like it's actually not going to happen in the color. It's going to happen in the value. I would say value group the background differently than the character. Make sure that your silhouette reads pretty well. And then color you can also use. Say you can go, I'm going to make the character cooler and the background warmer. I'm going to make the character warmer and the background cooler. Subtly adjusting that kind of stuff, but it's almost entirely going to happen in your values. So it's generally not really a color thing. Because value is how you see things.
Yes.
Color is mostly how you feel about them.
I love that so much. I feel like that really changed the way how I saw color. Because I used to get value and color confused. But it's really like how your brain processes it. Like emotionally and also like...
Is it better to use circles or boxes for a head base? You know, I actually like starting anime heads with an Apache attack helicopter shape, and then I go from there. Sometimes like a World War II Sherman tank if I'm feeling a little crazy. I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you're better at.
Yeah. Like, I think because the anime head is generally a lot rounder, starting with the sphere is great. It just kind of gives you like a head start.
I gotta think of that tutorial. I think we should start making some like spoof tutorials sometimes.
I think that'd be funny. But then you can also even like kind of mix a bit of the box. Like, for instance, this head right here can have more of like an angular shape to it if you want to show like a bit of depth. But then the rest can be a little bit more rounder, right? It really depends on how you want to organize it. But it's a lot of the time it's a blend between organic and boxy. Because if you look at the skull right here, there's like kind of some like boxy edges, like right in here. Like, it's not completely round. Even this right here, there's like some flatter areas that isn't completely round either. So I like to do a mix between that.
Can you do a tank tutorial?
Ooh, tank tutorial, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it's mostly just 2 boxes. Old tanks are a lot simpler. New tanks are a bit more complicated.
Like this? Ew, that's gross. I didn't do that right. Pew, 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 pew. I never liked the tank, like those tank games where it's like
you shoot each other.
Yeah, you shoot each other. I never liked those kind of games.
You have like 3
They'll stress me
lives
out
or something.
Yeah.
Love worms. Worms of mass destruction. What's that game, chat? They're like worms that like shoot rockets at each other in 2D.
That's fun.
You know that? You know what I'm talking about? WMD or something? Such a funny game.
What's the best free brush for outlining?
What is outlining? You mean like line
work? I just use a syrup brush, and that comes with Procreate.
Just worms, I think.
How do you draw muscular torso? We're not really talking about anatomy today. If you really want to go check out an anatomy stream, you can. We did that. Where is it? Oh, it's right in here. It's this stream. It has like torsos and stuff. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. It's literally called like How to Draw Anatomy, I think. And we covered this stuff. I finished a reference sheet after struggling for 3 months with art block. Congratulations!
Yeah, I'm totally gonna make that video sometime.
I would love to see that, honestly.
Drawing anime heads, but starting with more and more unhinged bases.
Trying to create an anime head with unconventional methods. That's funny.
Oh, that's so funny. That would be so funny.
Do you have tips for eye shapes? Eye shapes can come with either a dominant circle, square, or triangle. I did not do that right. So your eye shape can range between these shapes. If you have a very extroverted character, you'll generally see a much rounder shape language. But they gotta make sure they got an eyelid and a bottom eyelid and an iris. So that's what makes, an eye an eye. If you want something that's a bit more like extroverted but also cute, round, a little bit of round on the eyelid and maybe like sharpen it towards the end, perhaps. Eye shapes. If you want something more serious, lower. It's like think of like a car. You know how like you got those buggies that look like this? Those Volkswagens, those very round and very open, and then you got like a sports car that's like really, really aerodynamic that looks like this. I can't draw cars, by the way. This is what my car looks like. But basically, the general gist of it is narrow and sharp equals serious character. Triangular. So you can see how like aerodynamic that is.
That'd be so funny. Like dead serious, no emotion. Just be like, I like to start drawing anime heads by drawing an upside down realistic skull.
That's really funny. Round shape for cheerful characters. Exactly. That's all about shape language. So round shape for cheerful characters is basically that's like a go-to. Totally fine. Unserious characters, so it's funny to me. Yeah, I think having contradictions like that actually makes some characters look more unique. And I feel like that's why they look very iconic. I have never, well, actually, I have drawn a dragon, but it's more of like a stylized dragon.
Yeah, we drew a dragon recently.
I should show that.
We both worked on that
illustration.
We did. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a friend.
Yeah, I need to find it.
But you did most of it.
I did most of it, but
like
you did...
art direction.
Yeah. So this is a dragon that I drew. Well, mostly. It's all about like combining simple forms like spheres and cylinders and stuff, morphing those forms. Thank you.
Heck do dragons even look like, dude?
Lizards?
Like lizards.
Lizards and salamanders probably blend. Can you do side profiles? I mean, I might as well do one, and then maybe we'll move on to our watercolor. Side profile? Draw a flat plane, not flat, but it's like slightly curved line. So I drew a sphere, a little bit more elliptical to mimic the skull. And then I drew a little mask in the front. The jawline starts kind of towards the middle of this circle, extends out, goes in, and then you basically add the features on top. So this comes out, your brow ridge comes out, goes in for the nose, comes out, your nose comes out, goes back in, lips go in, out, and then your chin also goes out. So that's kind of what I do. It's very, very fast. We're not really talking about side profiles today, but I thought I might as well try. It's almost like a little stair stepping. Try to think of it like a lot of this happening, but in a slowly downward diagonal trend.
Maybe that's what I should start doing to build visual library. I should start drawing like dragons and reptiles and stuff.
That's not a bad idea.
It's kind of fun.
How big is your guys' canvas size? It is 5,000 by 6,000 pixels. So that's why I can draw like super tiny and it still looks pretty crisp. Yeah, and then you zoom in a lot and now it starts getting pixelated. You can zoom in quite a lot for it. I'm just gonna call you Jingyuan because I think that's a funny sus username. We got a lot of sus usernames that come over. This is really funny. As artists, I think you guys will love the Toilet Bound Hanako-kun manga. I've seen the style, it's cute. I don't think I've ever read it though. I feel like a lot of art styles are fun. I feel like there's like a commercialized art style that's like it's just like the most popular art style, so every artist just makes their manga that style. And then there's like the more like artistic,
like what people feel like doing.
Yeah, what people just feel like doing.
Ergo Proxy.
Yeah,
like they're just like, you know, I'm just gonna do this thing.
I think one of my favorite mangas in terms of like art style wise is Welcome to the Ballroom. It has a really, really cool, like energetic style. So let me see. Welcome to the Ballroom. Okay. It has an anime too, which I always thought was really interesting. But like, just really, really cool style. Really flowy. They don't really like conform to like specific anime styles. They just do their own thing. I always think that this is really, really cool. Really energetic, really cool poses, especially for dancing. Have you guys ever seen Yusuke Murata's manga? I don't think I've ever seen. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. I need to actually know a bit more manga artists. I think that'd be kind of cool. Oh, One Punch Man? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen his stuff. Very good art.
All right, watercolor?
Yeah, we can do watercolor.
Let's do it.
All right. We are going to be doing Vi's character in watercolor because I think she was like the last one to get the anime art school promotion for watercolor.
Oops. I want that.
And I have her character right in here. Ooh. Okay, she kind of got like this kind of Western cowboy, not cowboy, but like kind of interesting heritage kind of looking thing. This is her character. Super gorgeous. All right, I actually got to refresh my water, so I'll be right back.
Sorry, chat. I'm distracted drawing now. My bad.
Alright, I'm back. Ugh. Only real fans stay for this long. Where the heck is my... Oh. Only are using the pencil, unfortunately.
Yep.
Do we have another pencil?
We should.
I don't have any
There
pencils
should absolutely
in here.
be more pencils in here.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know where they all went.
Well, you guys will see our art supply haul. There's no pencil in here either. I think we're just literally always sharing one pencil. Maybe it's in one of our other pencil cases. I know. Yeah, no worries, Vi. No need to be nervous. It's just super chill. You're basically just gonna be watching me draw. That's really all. And then I'll ask some questions. But since this is mostly a headshot, thank you. Since this is mostly a headshot anyways, it's not really gonna be too difficult. And I won't be like making you do a 1-hour presentation like how school teachers make you guys do. All right. Let's see here. I think she's very, very cool. So let's just get started. I really already like the head angles that you already have for this character, but maybe I'll do more of like a straight on head angle because I think that's fun. And I like the outfits that you chose too.
Interesting.
And I also really like your hair, so I think I'm gonna mainly focus on that as well. I'll draw the body first. I always tend to draw like the head and the hair first without thinking about the body, which I think is better to think about the body. So maybe we'll kind of draw her in a slightly more seductive pose, but like not really. It's like kind of slightly flirtatious. So we'll have a bit of contrapposto, maybe make the shoulders a little bit higher. How do you draw different races? I would say find the features that you want to show the most or you want to characterize the most and maybe highlight that a little bit. So like if they have a hook nose for that specific race, or if a certain race has like a very specific nose shape, you can imply that in your design. If they have like generally thicker lips as well, you can also imply that in your design as well. Yeah, we'll do that. This is a pretty good pose to start with. Actually, do we have a kneaded eraser? Oh yeah, the kneaded eraser's over there. Thank you. Maybe I'll change the pose of her arms a bit. I'll make one arm out so it's more dynamic, and maybe I'll like have it imply that she has her arms on her hips. So we'll do this for now. Okay. And drawing more than usual makes me happy. Awesome. I sometimes do that unintentionally, like making it too anime while keeping the features. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think what helped me a lot was actually doing more like realistic portraits, because that helps me to understand the form of the face and also to kind of blend that in with anime drawing. So I think that portrait studies are really helpful for that. She's got fun braids. Drawing more serious characters. I think drawing more serious characters, eye shape really helps. More either kind of leaning more towards angry expressions or more emotionless expressions are really helpful for serious characters. I find that that combination helps me a lot.
Are you freehanding this? No, I'm grabbing her arm from behind and
Guiding my hand.
guiding it.
I mean, freehanding me, you mean like, am I tracing something? No. Drawing closed mouth, I usually give them a little smile. Yeah. I'm gonna need that little signature tiny strand of hair put in the middle of the bangs. Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. I actually think it's probably better to make her arm more like this. I want her to look glamorous.
Bye-bye, Octo.
Bye, Octo. Fun outfits. It's like cowboy. I actually really like these earrings from the reference. So I want to add something like that in there.
What is that?
It's like indigenous Western kind of vibe. And I like the choker, so I'm going to add something like that too. They're both ball outfits, and they're Western most of the time as far as I'm aware. Oh, okay. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Hey, CH Compass. How can I draw dynamic poses, like very cool looking poses, like Dio's from JoJo on a building? I don't know. That's very specific. What do you think?
Random question: do you guys manage your time in a specific way to improve, or do you just draw as much as possible when you can? The way that you go about practicing affects, I would say they're like, to improve quickly, like what we do, I guess. You want to maximize the number of hours that you spend drawing, but you also want to make sure you do really good exercises that actually help you get better.
Yeah.
And so we don't really have a schedule. We just draw a lot all the time. But it's very focused practice. And I don't mean like boring, like yucky, boring studies. I mean, like it's the stuff that will actually get you better. So no, not really a specific schedule. But we do draw all the time.
I like that necklace. I'll give her. I really like the belts that the dress references came with, but I can't really add that in here because there are more like belts. So I'm going to add a bit of this in here instead. Yeah, I like that. No, there we go.
That one's starting to feel a little bit better.
All right, time to line. This is going to be fun.
Have y'all watched the anime Claymore? I've seen it. It's been a really long time, though. I don't remember it very much. How do you discern what will actually get you better, though?
It's a good question.
Foundation.
Yes.
Like, people have been learning how to draw for, like, millennia at this point. Like, it's a pretty established science. It's not, like, there's a lot of people out there who have brought a lot of people from beginners to pro in very short amount of times. Like, it's a pretty established science. It's not kind of just like random. It's all foundation.
Mm-hmm. What was the thing that Walter Tulp said that like it's in order to know foundation, it's because if it's incorrect, then people get distracted. What was it?
Oh, he was saying.
Sorry, I didn't say it very well.
That the reason you want to learn how to draw things correctly is so you don't distract people by them being incorrect. So it's like, it's the point of drawing things right isn't to draw them right. It's so people don't get distracted by it. Like, oh, the eye is weird, or oh, the nose is off, or oh, that doesn't look right. Like, it'll distract people and it'll break their immersion. Like Nicki Minaj running around in Call of Duty. It's immersion breaking. It's like, the heck?
Why is that thing there?
What sort of exercise for beginners, if you can name just a couple? What do you want to get better at?
Oh, she's got interesting looking eyes. I actually can't wait to draw that in here. So I'm gonna put that in here.
The reason I asked that question is because a lot of the times it's so self-evident to people what they want to get better at that they don't realize there are different things people want to get better at. Like, for example, we're taking an oil painting class by a guy who's had galleries for 40 years. He's not interested in drawing from imagination at all. Like, he's only interested in drawing and painting beautiful images from, like, live models. And, like, then there's people out there who are like, oh, I want to design and draw my own anime characters. Like, they would study different things. Like, it would be, some of them would be similar, but a lot of them would be different. He would focus primarily on observing and interpreting shapes and designing them out. Whereas someone who wants to learn and draw their own anime characters, they would probably focus mostly on, like, foundational dimensional drawing from imagination. Which is what I'm interested in. Mm-hmm. I like imaginative drawing from imagination, a lot more than drawing from observation. So anytime I draw from observation, it's in order to learn and break down a subject. But for him, anytime he draws from observation, it's to make a beautiful painting.
I don't want to forget her braid.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just noticed that I noticed that in your drawings you really like the braids, so I was like, I gotta remember that. Okay, maybe I'll have this braid go over the shoulder overlaps. Am I right? Let's see. I want it to kind of curl. Sorry, I'm locked in chat. Hey, Cappuccino. How long have you two been drawing? For a long time. I've been drawing in a total of about 20 years, but I started getting more professionally trained in 2019 actually like this pattern right in here, so I'm gonna add that. Looks more interesting visually. Here we go. How do you get more confident in your lines? Draw a lot. Drawing a lot, I know it's not like the best answer, but trying to get things in about one stroke and also at a pretty like consistent speed will help you with line quality, but that takes time. I used to get really like sloppy with my lines as well, but the more you just draw, the better your line confidence will be. So I wouldn't really worry about it too much. It will get better the more you draw. Okay, let me just try to make sure.
Well, that's a nice little breakdown.
Oh, that is really nice. I've been drawing a lot of boxes. Good. When I was drawing boxes, I didn't get why until I got it, and then it clicked. Nice. It's like a eureka moment. You can realize how much you use boxes in drawing, huh? They help so much. Boxes is like just the main building blocks of drawing. It's like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's like boxes is the powerhouse of art. It's kind of like that. All right. This is all lined. And let's erase. Actually, I need to take a bathroom break right after. I always hate getting injuries or like even just like cuts on my fingers because I will be like, oh, I don't use this finger very much. It's fine if it gets cut. And then when you use your hands,
It's always right where the pencil rests. Or
I know.
It rests on the table, or it's always like you don't realize how much you use every single part of your body until there's an injury, and then you're always hitting it.
Literally, I'm just like, I had like a cut on my hand, on my left hand. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I don't use my left hand anyways. And then I'm literally using my left hand to hold things while I'm cooking. And I'm like, crap. It's like literally touching everything. All right. I'm gonna erase all this stuff. I might end up using some of my watercolor brushes or even acrylic brushes, my acrylic markers. I actually want to pull those out.
You haven't used those in forever.
I haven't used those in forever, yeah. And I feel like it's actually really necessary for this design because it's going to be a lot of black. All right, BRB chat. Tinkle. Oopsie. I don't want that to block the lovely drawing. Look at Applejack. This pose is so funny.
Can we see him? Yeah. What eraser do you use? It's just a kneaded eraser that we had. What manga is your favorite based on their art style? I don't read manga, I just draw. I don't have time to read manga these days, mostly. I can't even draw a square. Squares are hard. I mean, you have to be able to draw 4 90-degree angles and what, 4 lines that are the exact same length at 90-degree angles to each other. It's not like that's easy. How have we been? We've been good. Been doing pretty good.
All right. I'm back. Acrylic markers. I need to find where the black is. There it is at the very bottom. The only thing I don't like about these acrylic markers is the box that it comes with. I mean,
it sucks.
it sucks.
It's
I mean,
legit
like,
terrible.
It's just horrible.
The cat's name? The cat is Applejack.
Yes.
It's Sleepy Applejack right now.
Sleepy Applejack.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Sneaky. And I actually might need to pull out some of my watercolor markers, but I'll do that later.
So cute.
He is cute. Oops. And then I need to get my paper towel. Paper towel roll now. Paper towel now. Alright, I'm going to be painting most of this. Putting most of this in black. And this is where all my detail's going to go away. But that's okay. I want it to be like this. I really actually like styles where they just simplify everything in like a solid color. Or tone. Because it's kind of artistic. Like, not everything has to be rendered perfectly. Even though I'm kind of missing some of these details, but that's okay. I guess I just drew that for myself. Good thing about these acrylic markers is that they don't stink. Normally I probably would have used like a Sharpie, but those stink like real bad. But these acrylic markers don't have any smell, which is great. So something that I'm doing here with this marker is I'm actually like coloring along the form. So like notice that all my strokes are going like this way. It actually makes the fill a lot more consistent and less like scratchy looking. So it has this like really kind of cool effect. What is rendering? I'm sorry if that's a dumb question. I think you have a better definition for that, Colton.
Do I?
What is rendering?
It's not a dumb question at all. It's actually kind of confusing a lot of the time. Rendering is showing the basically shades of the form as it responds to the light. So like if you have a sphere, if you want to render a sphere, a light hits it and the lit side would be in light, the shadowed side would be in shadow, and then you would have a gradient of value across with the core shadow. It depends how soft the light is, but rendering is basically showing all of those values as it turns away from the light. It's kind of just a technical definition for like shading, essentially.
It's not really, yeah.
So if you take a rendering class, it's generally going to focus on that sort of stuff.
It's not like the best word for shading. It's like a really weird term. I guess these markers do have a bit of a smell. It's very subtle, though.
And then there's probably, not that I'm reading chat, but there's probably a self-proclaimed expert in chat who's saying, no, it's actually this. If you take a rendering class, that's what they teach you. And when it comes to drawing, rendering it out.
It's not not really. I would say it's not really adding details. It's details is more like finishing touches, not rendering. Rendering is showing form through like light and shadow.
Yeah.
I just think that they confuse it with rendering because I mean I think that's what a lot of people think rendering is just adding details, but it's not.
Yeah. I'll write a book. It's called Rendering and Me.
Rendering and what?
Rendering and Me. My relationship with rendering through the years.
Ooh, very nice. I think I definitely want some areas to be a little bit darker than others.
There's probably a really good website out there that has the answers to a lot of stuff called Google. I'm sure that has a good definition.
Yeah, I think.
But I think different industries kind of use the word rendering a little bit differently, but
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
exactly.
possible.
I just draw, bro. I'm not an English major.
All right.
Interesting. So they have like this.
Studying reptiles, huh?
Yeah, just sketching them a little bit. It's actually kind of fascinating.
Oh, fascinating. Are you both drawing at the moment? Yes. I'm drawing this. Colton is drawing something off screen. We'll do the skin first.
Yeah, I'm sketching stuff.
So this one's going to be a little bit challenging because she has a more like darker skin tone. I'm going to have to do a little bit of layering. But I think what I'll do is I'll wet the paper first. And then I'll fill in with the color. You can already see a bit of a tone. And then I'll go in. That is layer 1. Sometimes I do think it's funny when people ask me what markers I'm using, even though this is clearly a brush.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, I really had a lot of fun with the hair too, so I'm really excited to do that last. I find that I think the skin is gonna be like mostly pretty graphical.
Where's the reference? What's she looking like? Ooh,
She looks like that.
very nice.
Since there's kind of like already black in the design, like in the bust, I was like, I'm gonna make the dress black. I want a little bit of this and that. It's gonna be a little bit more subtle. I don't want to pull the color away because this is a little bit too dense. There we go. Have any tips or suggestions for making anime hair What parts do you struggle with it? I think identifying that will help a lot. Because some people have trouble with like gesture. Some people have trouble with clumping and making the hair feel like more organized. So it's not just one problem; it's multiple. I like the way you're coloring this. I'm liking it too. It kind of gives me like, I'm kind of thinking about like those really nice Copic marker manga volume illustrations. That's like kind of old school, so that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for this. Well, a lot of manga artists use watercolor for their covers as well, which is I think really cool. Our day's been doing good. Been going good.
Find that area very interesting.
Which area?
Below the eye on on a crocodile.
Oh.
It's very much like an outward plane. It really comes out. I need to start building my visual library more. I've been slacking. I spent a lot of time doing form drawing.
Yeah. Add a slight gradient.
Interesting.
Thanks, Katsua. How many layers of watercolor do you think it's gonna take her to get her skin tone? Honestly, not that many more layers. A little bit. I'm gonna wait for these to dry so they don't like have this weird this weird like cakiness. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm gonna probably move on to the hair for now because I need to wait for it to dry.
Now Toby's like, play with me, Poppy.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. It also looks darker in person than what's on the camera.
Yeah, it is darker on.
It is darker in person. So actually, I would say in person, it's closer to the actual skin tone.
Yeah. The camera's exposure is wrong.
Yeah.
The camera's really, really cropped, so the camera sees a much, much wider area.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's adjusted for exposure of a bunch of the parts that you guys can't see on stream.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of always off.
Yeah.
Poppy's hissing. Because Toby went and disturbed her nap.
She's not really getting him off either. It's funny.
Nope. 1, 2, 3. Now she's like, I'm just going to get up and leave.
Yep. Silly.
Toby's like, did I do something wrong?
Do you guys have a YouTube channel? Yes, we do. Alright. This is the part where I'm going to have a little bit of trouble because her hair is very dark. That one I feel like is going to require more layering. This is what I'll do. I'll put everything in like a dark brown wash. And then I'll gradually lighten. Or gradually darken, whichever.
That's interesting. The teeth are kind of cool because they kind of like come out like this. I think it would be really cool to have a series or something about how an artist would tackle a new subject matter that they don't know anything about. Oh. This is how I would tackle it, like just like this. Where I'm breaking down things into forms.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
This whole area is kind of like its own little section. I would do the exact same thing with pretty much no matter what I'm drawing.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck did the... The teeth are actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of... come out on these little platforms. Like this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I never knew that.
Watercolor really is all in the layering.
How long have y'all been drawing for? Let's just say a long time.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that. I always find that question a bit odd to answer because it's like, if you drew when you were 4 years old and then you kind of like all kids, right? Because like all kids have tried drawing. So technically everybody's been drawing their whole lives.
Yeah.
So like, how long, like, what does that question mean exactly? Does it mean like, when was the first time I ever drew? Or
when did I start getting serious?
But, and then like people have different definitions of what serious means.
That's true.
So it's like, some people are like, oh, I'm really serious. I practice like a half an hour a day. And other people are like, I'm really serious. I practice 9 hours a day. So it's hard to answer the question a good while.
But like, we've also asked Robert Lembo how long he's been painting for.
Well, and then he was basically just like, I mean, he's had galleries for 40 years.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a good answer, right? I usually say I started working professionally in 2016,
Yeah.
so 9 years.
I usually say I started being trained since 2019. All right.
This would be, like, basically what design sketching was in FZD.
Oh.
Yeah. If you guys want to learn how to draw something, draw the thing a whole bunch of times from a whole bunch of different angles instead of working on like one drawing of it for a really long time. So it's generally the fastest way to learn a new subject. Just draw the thing a bunch of times, like 100 times from a bunch of different angles, try different things, try breaking it down in different forms. Of course, you have to like have a proficiency at form drawing.
Mm-hmm. I really like this brush.
The watercolor brush?
Mm-hmm. Gets good areas, and it's pretty smooth. I know. You're gonna be like, yeah, because you've been using that stupid brush. Okay. I know. I take a risk every time I say it, but I have to say it because I am honest about it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I think I want to add a little bit of this reddish tone because I feel like that's more. Ooh, look at that.
Juicy.
Burnt sienna type color. So added that little tint to that.
How to get better at shading with colors. Ignore the colors and think about value.
Yes.
Just change the color temperature a little bit, go warmer or cooler, and then exclusively think about value.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't really see the world through color, you see it through value.
Yeah.
So shading is all about value. But nobody wants to do value studies or render a bunch of spheres and cubes and blocks.
Because it's boring.
Because it's boring, yeah. What is value? Oh, value is just lightness and darkness.
Like grayscale.
Yeah, like grayscale. So like maybe 1 would be white, 10 would be black. Some people invert it where 10 is white, 1 is black. And then every number would correspond to a different gray.
Mm-hmm. I watched a video, it helped me out a lot. Depends on what video it is. Oh, your video. Oh, which one?
A video. Oh, nice.
I was like,
Your video. Nice. This is that really cool song
yes.
that I gatekept for a while.
Yep.
Dang, I should still be gatekeeping that to this day. It'd be so much more interesting around here. Let's check on Applejack. Look at him.
He's such a silly bean.
Look at his little
funny.
blink. Oh no, TikTok can't see him.
No. Oh, there he
There
goes.
they go. Ugh. Don't you touch that. That's not for kitties. That's our sound panels.
He's still touching it.
Yeah. What's it called again? What called? The video, the hand one? The hands one. Your video, the hand one. Your video, the hand one.
Like a TikTok? How to draw hands? Why you can't draw hands?
I'm actually kind of determined to learn how to draw reptiles now. They're pretty cool. It's one of the things I've been needing to get into for a while because dragons are cool.
Dragons are cool. Miki would draw dragons.
Mm-hmm. The song? What song? Did I catch up on TikTok streaks today? Gotta keep those streaks going. Tisk. Wait. What letter? I don't even remember. A.
A.
We'll
just
restart.
restart the alphabet.
Yeah. I am A. Bro, I walk so much when I'm on the phone. I get so much exercise. I got it from my mom. She paces around the house. I'll literally do 600 laps of the house when I'm on the phone.
What's the most difficult drawing y'all ever made? Anything that has to do with scale.
Anything that has really sensitive scale and shape language.
I was drawing a cafe, and
Poppy's
I had a
like
really.
checking for Toby. She's like, is he gone? Oh my gosh, I think he is, but I'm afraid.
Go on, kitty. He's okay. Go on. See, look. Come on.
Pace when I'm on the phone too. Nice. Is this If I Wait instrumental? Is that a different one? I don't know. You tell me.
Oops, it's gone now.
You tell me. Scale? The size of objects related to each other. It's hard in art. Like the size of a human next to a table.
It's very sensitive.
Like how high does the table come up to? Does it come up to their knees? Is it a coffee table? Is it a kitchen table? Is it a high table? Is it like a bar? How tall is a doorway? How high is it above your head? That kind of stuff when you're drawing. How big is a coffee cup? The relationship of the sizes of objects. Is that how you would describe scale?
Yeah. How big are things in relationship to each other?
Look at her. She's silly.
She is silly.
Sending me A's. Yeah, we're just restarting the alphabet. It's cooked. Baby crocodile. Ew, this model looks weird, dude. Look at this one.
Ew, that
It's
one
like,
is weird.
it's got like an attitude. It's like looking at you with disapproval.
They should be on the expression sheet.
Here's a happy one.
Happy
Ew,
crocodile.
look at that one. That one looks terrible.
Ew.
Not me, the crocodile expert, after I've drawn
Only
two.
just two. Well, to be fair, you're pretty good.
I don't know how to draw them, but I know that's not how you do it. That wasn't even a drawing, it was a 3D model. We were so close. I start school in 2 days. That's fun. I loved school. I could go and pretend I was doing work and draw the whole time. Good times. Baby crocodile.
Yes! This gradient, it's working.
Is it?
It's working.
That's kind of fun. Baby crocodiles look very happy. What the heck is this, dude? Look.
What?
A baby crocodile with a pacifier. They really will make anything these days.
Okay, I'm gonna need a hair clip.
Isn't there one in here?
Yeah, I think there is.
I don't see it.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get a hair clip. I think there's one on my desk. People are probably annoyed that my hair's been like falling on my face this whole time.
It's baby chat. Wasn't there like a little dachshund and like a little airplane that was like like a little meme or something?
Alright, I got a hair clip.
Why is dog meme? I have no idea. Dog of wisdom. Apparently it's a thing. Bro, I am hungry.
Ooh, what should we have for dinner? Actually,
I don't even know, bruh.
we do have those coupons.
I'm so hungry. We gotta get out of here then.
Ugh. Alright. I gotta speed things up a bit here. I think I'm pretty happy with how the hair looks.
Ooh, cat food delivered.
Oh, it's delivered. Awesome. Alright, and then I'm gonna do the gold on her hair. Actually, before I do that, I want to do this. Ooh, spicy.
That's so funny. I love when I stumble across like TikToks where the comments are just so polarized. It's so funny. It's so fun to read.
It's a war.
If you can prevent yourself from forming an opinion on something, it's very fun to read comments. Toby, there's double kitties now. Look at him. He's underneath. You can see him a bit. He's using the scratching post. I'm gonna go love on Toby.
Maybe I'll add a bit of red. We'll add a tiny bit of red in here because I want to accentuate that. Add a bit more red in here, 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 here. Because I like her red eyes, and I want to accentuate that. Oh, fancy.
Toby, baby.
Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to darken her skin tone just a tiny bit.
Jack, look at him. He's being bad again. No. See, I told you, he chirps when he's doing something bad and you tell him no. You just caught him. Applejack, no. Shh. Stop grabbing that. Shh. No. Shh. Stop ripping our stuff off the wall. Now he's snuggling with it. All of stream just saw you. Mine does too. Yeah, he does something bad. And you tell him no, and he like meows at you and like chirps, and then he goes back to doing it. Quit it!
Quit it!
Oh my gosh. Don't make me put Toby down. Okay, now he's scratching on the scratching post like I was doing this the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's so silly.
He's
Why
so
are you scratching on
sneaky.
something else?
All of chat just caught you being sneaky.
Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this red. I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeshadow.
You are such a little sneak. I'm gonna grab your little foot and
Little foot.
and massage your little Tobians. Bro, he's in such a funny pose right now. He's like sitting.
All right. This is of utmost importance. Don't
Oh,
distract.
here, hold up. There. we'll let Christina do her thing. I'm Applejack's lawyer. He's innocent. Applejack, are you innocent? Oh, you're so guilty, aren't you? Toby! Stop trying to climb the green screen.
There we go.
I feel like a parent.
I know. Let me just clean this off really, really fast. There we go.
These things are really weird looking,
Foxy.
dude.
Foxy girl. All right. Okay, so I think okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a tiny highlight. She's such a mommy character. Very gorgeous. And I'll add a tiny bit of lip. And here. I just unlocked live access. What does that mean, Tori?
You mean you can live stream now? That's great.
Ooh, fancy.
You should stream. You should stream. Applejack's heading out after he caused destruction. After he wreaked havoc and spread destruction amongst the stream room.
There we go.
I heard my phone vibrate. But I am absolutely locked in right now. I sure feel bad for anybody who sent me a message, because I probably won't get back to it anytime soon.
Okay, I am going to...
And then we've got like a little baby. Well, that's sick, bro.
Let me add something in here really quick. Perfect.
Interesting.
Alcohol markers, not alcohol markers, acrylic markers are actually really good for corrections too. And actually I had the perfect tone to make a little correction on the mouth. So I actually accidentally made the mouth lip here a little bit too thick, so I just like chilled it in right there. And now it's perfect. It's perfect. All right. I'm super happy. I feel like I kind of am glad I made it just a little bit lighter because I don't have another acrylic marker that has that tone. So if I ever do like an overlay, it's already saved. Drawing looks like a rich mommy, not gonna lie, her husband's like an owner of a business. It's funny. She's, I don't know what her lore is, but she seems more like not, she seems more casual. But I did make her look very wealthy.
And there's like the 3 bumply doos. 1, 2, and then the third one is big, and it comes back and around.
It's the
like
power of
that.
the sleek black dress.
And then the nose thingums are like little cones even sometimes. It's weird. That's wild, bro.
There we go. Outline the outside. And we're almost done.
What am I drawing? I'm drawing crocodiles. What the heck is Colton talking about? I'm drawing crocodiles, but I can't show it because Christina's drawing.
Then show it.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's great. There we go.
Here. This stuff, dude. I'm drawing crocodiles.
Oh, that's such a flex. Oh, that's so cool.
And I'm trying to break them down into simple forms
that
and
little
understand
chubbin.
them. There's those, and that's what the teeth look like. They're like these little, on these little sticky outy bits. There's some weird, ugly dragons from earlier. Like this kind of stuff. They're smiling. They're happy. And the mouth has like these different parts to it. I can never draw animals. Same here. That's why I'm practicing.
Kristen says, this character is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Vi, are you happy about that?
So cool. Reptile puppies? Yeah.
Oh, Toby. Toby's always bothering Poppy, but she also doesn't really mind it sometimes.
Toby, go get her. What is this?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this black.
What are these? What are all these DMs? What is this? Oh, the dog of wisdom. Okay.
Guys, it's not bad to use black, because I'm using black right now. It's technically not really pure black. It's more of like a tinted black, but I'm using this to accentuate parts of her hair.
I would love to make a video breaking down anime heads using just ridiculous objects. Hey, shh, get out of there. Quit breaking the green screen. You're gonna dox us, Toby.
Dox us.
Chat's gonna find out that the stream room and your office are actually the same room.
Yeah.
We can't let them know that though.
Why not?
I don't know. This mysterious.
Industry secrets. I want this to be even darker. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna outline all this.
Ooh, you know what would be so funny?
What?
Like, you break down an anime head and you like start by drawing Darth Vader.
Oh my gosh.
And then it's like, when I make an anime head, I like to start with Darth Vader, and then I like to put the anime head chin here and pull it around. Art tutorials be like.
Oh my gosh. That's really funny. Hey, if you want to make that video, you can.
That's funny.
I want to outline this too, these jewelries, because it's kind of hard to see.
Bro, these kittens.
Kattens.
Applejack's got Toby pinned down and he's lick bathing him. And now Poppy's like,
What the hell's going on? Now she's cleaning herself too. So are they siblings or dating? Chat, I don't know, someone said they're siblings. Both. I mean, we're married too. Kidding, we're married, we're not siblings. Say it as a joke. I always ruin the joke though, because I'm like, some people might end up taking that seriously.
good, let him.
Let them. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a bit of this red aura, give her some red aura.
That'd be a funny video to make. It would be so funny in my opinion. Bro, these heads look sick though.
Look at that. She's so cool.
Look at these stinking heads, chat. It's the coolest thing ever. And then there's the second one. This one looks similar, but this one's older. It has more of a defined face. It's the coolest thing. Ooh, she's gorgeous. Wowza. Okay.
And I'll add a bit of this, like these wrinkles right in here, because sometimes this. The good thing about these acrylic markers is that it's not opaque black, so I can still layer a little bit of details in here.
Make the head kiss now? No, their age gap is too large. We'd get canceled.
Oh wait. Vi, what is her name again? I kind of forgot. Unless she doesn't have a name, then I don't know. I'm gonna make this just a bit darker.
But I can make these two models kiss because they're close enough in age. They're just way different in size.
Oh my gosh.
So chat.
Mia, okay. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. The kiss was so powerful that he fell off the stand.
Bro fell. Bro is so mesmerized. Oh no, look at his pose.
His pose.
It's so sassy. He fell into a sassy pose.
Okay. I'm gonna make her chest a bit darker.
That's very
Wish
fun.
me luck. The reason why I don't necessarily like layering a lot is because sometimes I might end up choosing a tone that's actually way too dark.
Attack on Titan kiss. For real. They kissed so hard he fainted. Because it fits her lore. Ooh, that's fun.
There we go.
Poppy.
Oh, cute bean.
Oh, don't lick that.
Her foot. Foot is so cute. Okay, let's do another gradient.
Applejack is literally laying on top of Toby.
Oh my god.
Look at him.
Hold up.
Ooh, that's nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Look at him.
Oh my gosh, he literally is laying on top
Okay, now
of
he
him.
got up. Toby's like, get back here. I'm not done with my bath.
Oh, MIA, like missing in action. Oh, that's cool. Is she an agent?
That's fun. Applejack is the goat. Yeah, the goat of dad bod cats. Get over here, Applejack. Let me hold you. Where'd he go? He walked out. The goat of... He used to be the pride of the kingdom. Now he's just like a dad bod.
More like a slang version of the meaning. Oh, okay. Alright, this is done. Mia is finished. She looks so gorgeous. What?
No, I just thought of a joke.
Oh. You suddenly went like...
Oh my gosh.
Is it like a diabolical joke? It sounds like a diabolical joke.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Sorry, few more touches. Just really want to make these earrings pop out more by pushing out the values.
I want to hear the joke. Oh, Toby's harassing Poppy.
Kitties are so funny. Alright, there we go. Now it's popped out.
You think the joke's funny. Ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum.
I would think it's funny. Okay, well tell me after. We'll keep the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, kitty. The good thing is she hasn't been ripping out her fur. Never mind. She's literally doing that right now.
Yep, she's literally started ripping out her fur again. Quit it!
Well, I'm just watching her.
She's stunning regardless? Yes. The heck do crocodiles even look like, bro? What is this? They're so cute sometimes. What the heck? They can be so cute.
Oh, fun. Nice star. Or Vi. I really like that.
Interesting.
Can you make a tutorial on how to draw animals? Well, if
I
Papa
don't-
draws more animals.
I'm gonna have to learn in order to teach it first.
Yeah. Character giving late 70s college student to me, and I don't know why, but she's stunning regardless. 70s college student. I need to look that up now. What does a 70s college student look like?
What am I
student
gonna
from the
eat
70s.
tonight, bro?
Applejack, you're back. Come on. Come on. Come here.
He wants to go to his nest. Let's watch.
College fashion. Oh, that's cool.
Hold up. There, I kissed him on TikTok. And now we'll kiss him on YouTube. There you go.
Cat smells so good.
Good night, my little chonker.
Little chonk.
I guess she didn't really rip much of her hair
No,
out.
she didn't.
Look at her.
She's so...
You acting like you're so demure.
Oh,
Really,
you
you're
look
just a train
so
wreck.
Cute. You're so cute.
Poppy's been a complete train wreck since the new cats came along. She's used to being a single cat princess, but she's been doing better. She was actually legit wrestling with Applejack earlier. They were playing really hard.
Look at her jiggles.
She's been a complete train wreck. What?
Look at her jiggle. I love the jiggles so much. Good girl.
I was saying, you know how cats, like one little tiny thing happens and their entire world flips upside down and they get all depressed and start ripping out their hair? How do cats survive in the wild, bro? You know how like, oh, my diet changed and now I'm going to have diarrhea. How do cats survive in the wild?
No, like play wrestling. They're spayed. They're neutered.
Right? Well, how do cats survive in the wild if one little tiny, like a leaf changes where they sleep? And it's like we move a chair from one side of the room to the other and they're like, this is crazy. Like, this is the wildest thing I ever seen. No wonder Applejack's so chill. It seems like he came from, like, constant change or something.
Yeah.
Poppy's like, oh my gosh,
Oh my
my
gosh.
food bowl got put 3 inches to the left. They're exhausted from actually working for their food, yeah.
Have you worked on any shows?
On any shows? No. I have a bunch of classmates that worked on different Netflix stuff, but I never did. I was always on games.
We got another cat, but he was a stray, and we always wonder how he would survive outside. He got so spoiled that he can't survive anymore.
They do what they gotta do.
Survival instincts of an orange.
Yeah, the survival instincts of a can of tomato soup.
Cereal.
Yeah. It's funny. Bro, this song goes way too hard for the vibe that we're going for right now. What vibe are we going for right now? Are we going for like a sad, we have to head out
Yeah,
vibe?
probably. We'll do that. I'm so glad you like her, Vi. I think she will look even better in person when you get her. Wow, that sounds really sad when I say it like that. With the music in the background.
Someone should clip that.
What?
Just the sadness. So sad. Is the stream ending? What's with the sad music? When the stream ends, the world ends.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Chat, we're gonna have to wrap it up.
And have dinner.
Yes.
Yum yum dinner.
We're gonna have to, unfortunately. Don't leave. We should end stream this
Just abruptly.
this way every time.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
It'd be so sad though.
That would be really sad. I'd get depressed. The music is making the art look sad. Okay, you can't do it.
No,
No,
I
but
wanna
it's so
see the art.
pretty. It's too pretty.
Okay, we'll end on a happy note. All right, chat.
Bye bye.
That
chat.
was really fun. And, you know, that was great. We had a really good time. Got some expressions.
Cute art.
Yeah.
Watercolor. Awesome watercolor art. We actually have
Awesome
one
watercolors. This is really loud for chat, probably.
Very
There we
loud.
go. That was fantastic. I'm loving the tone switches. It's all the music, you know?
And our voices.
Well.
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 Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat. We will see you later. Maybe, and just maybe, we will stream tomorrow. I don't know. We can't stream on Wednesdays anymore because we got a class all day. Oh, bro. Maybe we do like a head stream sometime. I can't wait to bust out this chonker of an Asaro
You know, I
head.
always want to do like painting heads.
Chat.
And like doing like a painting study with this.
We have upgraded the size of the Asaro head for stream. Good
That
night.
thing's so cool.
Good night, son.
No, wait, no, you have to do it like this. There we go. Now people can see inside view. Bye, Dad. All right, chat. Good night.
Yes. Good night, chat. We will see you again soon. Son and dad. It's beautiful.
Bye.
All right,
Oh.
chat. We're heading off. Bye-bye. Whoa!
Crits can.
Sent 1 Anime Academy gifted memberships. TikTok didn't even see that one.
Nope.
Itzuna got a gifted membership from Crits. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Congrats.
Let's just, like, end while it's like... Here, you click them yes while we hug.